Good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including ATL FM, Cape Coast, Might FM Tamale, Bewa Radio Yendi, and Nkiligi FM Bole. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Office of the Special Prosecutor demands the return of the unexplained wealth order taken out of its act to enable it conduct lifestyle audit on persons of interest.
Currently, even we are doing a lifestyle audit, the onus lies on us throughout the entire investigation to show to the court how they committed the corruption.
Meanwhile, ranking member on the Subsidiary Legislation Committee in Parliament suspects a cover-up in the Cecilia Dapaah case following the clash between the two key anti-corruption institutions, EOCO and OSP.
Anti-corruption agencies do what they're doing in public. It's very sad. And for me, reading between the lines, I see there's an attempt to cover some part of the evidence.
Also, the New Patriotic Party criticizes the Electoral Commission's conduct of the limited registration exercise, which was plagued by widespread technical challenges, as it asks the EC to walk the talk of resolving the issues. We have business.
World Bank to approve $250 million for Ghana next month to support financial sector stability. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And in our Domso Diaries today, we take you to the Upper West region where business persons offering secretarial services and others say the frequent and planned outages is having an effect on their activities.
We are forced to put on the generator. That is additional cost that we add to our business. But we still cannot increase the charges because cost of living is already high.
These are more with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. Details and now. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has called for the return of the unexplained wealth order, which it says was taken out of the Act to conduct lifestyle audit into the finances of interested persons. Director of Strategy, Research and Communications, Sami Dako, made the call at the 14th Commonwealth Conference for Heads of Anti-Corruption Agencies in Accra. According to him, its absence is making trial of some cases difficult.
The unexplained wealth order, it was taken out of the OSP Act, and it's a very problematic matter for us because of the caliber of people we are to investigate. And this is a provision that would have helped us to do lifestyle audits in a better way. Currently, even we are doing a lifestyle audit, the onus lies on us throughout the entire investigation to show to the court how they committed the corruption. But if we have this, we are sure that when we're able to prove that your lawful income does not match your assets, then the burden shifts to you.
Mr. Dako also alleged that some influential persons are behind sponsored attacks on the works of the OSP.
And then we also feel sponsored attacks and propaganda, where those who are very rich and powerful, when you are investigating them, they tend to be able to offer some monetary incentive to even journalists, and they will consistently be attacking you, counter and false information against your outfit, all in a hope to create that impression that we are all the same, nobody is perfect. Why are you to kill somebody or investigate somebody as if you are a saint?
While still on this, ranking member of the Subsidiary Legislation Committee, Andy Apiakubi, suspects the clash between the two key anti-corruption institutions, EOCO and OSP, may be a cover-up in the Cecilia Dapaah case. The public clash between the two institutions point to the case coming to an abrupt end. The EOCO and OSP are publicly accusing each other of not doing one thing or the other. But Mr. Apiakubi suspects a grand ploy to cover up the Cecilia Dapaah case. He spoke on Top Story last night.
It's very sad for two anti-corruption agencies do what they're doing in public. It's very sad. And for me, reading between the lines, I see there's an attempt to cover some part of the evidence. These are institutions of professionals. I expect them to do better than they're doing. We have integrity crisis here.
Moving on, the governing New Patriotic Party has criticized the Electoral Commission's conduct of the limited registration exercise, which was rocked by malfunctioning software, faulty equipment, and power and internet disruptions. Hundreds of first-time voters had to wait for hours, and many were forced to leave as the EC scrambled to fix the problem. Speaking to Joy News, Director of Elections of the NPP, Evans Nimako, said it suspects or expects the EC to resolve the challenges as the exercise continues today.
For this whole exercise, the day one has not been that successful. Information coming through from party leadership across the registration centers has been that the BVRs have not been really working well. The system has been very slow and it's largely off the registration centers. I think for now the EC must walk a talk.
Now, Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustafa Bande, backed the calls made by the NPP for the EC to fix the issues that stalled the exercise yesterday.
It's early days yet, even though the challenges we see on the ground are not challenges that should be occurring, particularly when issues of standby generator, which the Commission have assured Ghanaians, is not a technical matter, as whether or not a decision was taken way ahead of time to make that a reality. What is even shocking is that today we should not be having breakdown of machines and machines' inability to print.
Well, team lead on election anti-corruption at Kudeo, Gilfred Esiama, charged the EC to ensure that first-time voters in hard-to-reach communities are not disenfranchised.
The people who were denied the opportunity to register, would they be given the same opportunity to register again? Since it happened that most of the hard-to-reach areas, they couldn't start the registration on time, and they only have 2 days to do the registration. So is the Commission going to give them time, going to give them the space to be able to register?
Is it a call you're prepared to make on the EC?
Well, I think it's a fair call. We are talking about the fundamental rights of people.
Now, the National Labour Commission has condemned accusations from pre-tertiary teacher unions, labelling it as unfair negotiations on their conditions of service. Since Monday, at least 6 regional executives have threatened to embark on a demonstration after its May 30 negotiations ended inconclusively. Executive Secretary of the NLC, Ofosu Asamoah, believes threats of demonstrations are unwarranted, indicating that their meeting later today will delve into their concerns.
If they are piling pressure on their leadership, they cannot argue the way they want to argue because they might bow to pressure. That is an unfair labor practice. You have come to the commission, you have pleaded for time to negotiate. You have been granted time. And if you do that, you undermine the authority of the commission. So the commission will meet on Thursday. So it will then consider what we have to do. But at the moment, I think that the national will take control of it.
Well, the Northern Regional Health Directorate targets some 38,000 people in its latest COVID-19 vaccination exercise to beat the spread of the virus in the region. Martina Bukri has more.
COVID-19 vaccination campaign started on Sunday and is expected to end on Thursday, the 9th of May 2024. This is the 10th vaccination campaign being undertaken by the Northern Regional Health Directorate. The Northern Regional Health Director, Dr. Abdullahi Abukari, who briefed the media, said the vaccination is on course.
In all, I mentioned a total target of 7,516, and we have 293 teams of vaccinators and volunteers.
Now, residents in the Upper West region are calling on government to provide a timetable for power outages, allowing them to organize their routines. Business owners, students and workers offering secretarial services express frustration over the unpredictable cuts. In today's Doomsday Diaries, Joy News' Rafiq Salam reports.
Unplanned power outages and punishing high temperatures, making lives uncomfortable for residents of the Upper West region. For several months, businesses have been suffering as a result of the former, making residents struggle for survival.
It spoiled a lot of our machines. We are forced to put on the generator. That is additional cost that we add to our business. But we still cannot increase the charges because cost of living is already high. When the light went off like that, the computer sometimes we just want to off it, then it come off on again.
Adjacent Luton's Ventures is the name Ventures who are also offering same service. Though the owner of the name Ventures refused to speak to us, the loud noise transformer generator is evident enough of the inconveniences she goes through. Kenneth Ali Unwadi is a health practitioner.
Very, very, very horrible situation. Unexpected light off at night, in the daytime, anytime the light can go off.
Rafiq Salam's report bringing us to the end of the bulletin. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show. And before we go, some good news. MyJoyOnline.com is back to serve you even better. Be assured we have implemented measures to give you the best browsing experience. We apologize for the inconvenience while the site was unavailable. We are indeed grateful for your patience and understanding.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa!
Bobo, so how your engine now?
It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that.
Yes, so
somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched.
Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz?
No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer.
Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency.
Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman.
Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
They say a butterfly flapping its wings in Accra can cause a tsunami in Bangkok. So what if your factory in Insawam could shake up the stock market in Hong Kong? What if your business in Elmina could affect fish production in Norway? What if your refinery in Tema could affect the price of petrol in Moscow? Well, now it can because you have access. Access to the bank with the largest number of customers in Africa.
Aquaba.
Access to our global branch network.
Bonjour.
Good morning.
Our robust asset base and an unparalleled digital infrastructure. So go ahead and flap your wings wherever you are, because with us, you have access to an entire world of possibilities. Access more than banking.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, stress-free. Syntex Tank, reliable. Syntex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244-335-168, Kumasi 0505-555-666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough.
Ebusiafo, welcome. I want to greet Uncle James in Germany. Since I was a child, you have promised me a trip abroad, sir. To date, my passport is still a virgin po. And then to you, baby, for that bombastic broken heart. Hey! I want you to know that latest by June, dear, I would have won big in the Ideal Yonkopa promo.
Win up to 600,000 Ghana cedis in cash. Another amazing prizes up for grabs with Ideal Yonkopa promo. Just peel, text, and you could win big. This advert is FDA approved.
To that woman who is always on the go, always on her feet, we say EOCO. Orca Deco has a special offer to celebrate them because mothers are priceless. Get 20% off all recliner chairs and sofa sets and big discounts on all home accessories. Let's celebrate our mothers in style. Visit Orca on Spintex Road and Accra Mall today.
Hello.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120-gram pack?
There's a 120-gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120-gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello? Yo, bro! SG Ghana has done it again. Low interest rates on loans this year too. Yatisubium.
Charlie, I did throw inside. Let me call you back.
Call SG Ghana rather. Collect loan and buy car, my guy. Very low interest rates on loans this year too. It's difficult to keep good news to yourself, especially when it can transform your life and those close to you. SG Ghana went low on interest rates last year, and this year we are even lower. Yes, Yatisubium. Get the money you need to turn your dreams into a reality. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you and speak to our dedicated staff about the amazing Yatisubium loans today. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details.
Oh, Joe, it's 3 a.m. What's now?
Yatisubium. Okay, bye. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Agwavu.
Morning.
Listen to this.
And then we also face sponsored attacks and propaganda where those who are very rich and powerful, when you are investigating them, they tend to be able to offer some monetary incentive to even journalists, and they will consistently be attacking you, counter and false information against your outfit, all in a hope to create that impression that we are all the same. Nobody is perfect. Why are you to kill somebody or investigate somebody as if you are a saint?
That's Sami Dakun of the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
He says that the people who they investigate, some of them pay journalists and others to, criticize them.
Hey. Wow.
Just so that it will look like they don't have the right to, prosecute anybody or investigate anybody because we are all the same. Has anyone paid you?
I was going to ask you.
The special
I was going to ask you. Someone has done so. No, no.
I mean, I have to admit, I have a certain natural bias towards the Office of the Special Prosecutor. As in, I am naturally on their side. Because the idea of their existence pleases me.
Yeah.
Like, I am happy that we have an office of the special prosecutor.
Yes.
It is something which, if we allow to work well, will be a very strong weapon against corruption.
But the way things are going.
But I'm not sure that it means I can't criticize them.
Of course you can.
And why is it that, do you understand the level of arrogance you must have to think that anyone who criticizes you must have been paid? Because nobody can come to the natural conclusion that you are wrong on their own unless someone paid them to come to that conclusion.
I mean, that's why we are journalists, right?
But according to them, if you are a journalist and you are criticizing them, someone paid you.
They can't always get it right, as we have seen.
Well, I don't know if they know that. And how are they going to get better if nobody can point out ways in which they can be better? How will they? Look, we all need that office to work. I don't care who is there. I mean, that's the second special prosecutor we've had. Right?
Like you say, we all want the office to work.
We want the office to work.
I mean, why
we
do you sit on radio every morning, talk about corruption and all of that? Yeah.
But they say we are being paid. It's difficult. It's difficult. Anyway, I don't understand how a minister can confess to having bundles of money in her house. Money far beyond what the state pays her for her job. But we don't seem to have any law or institution that allows us to deal with this.
This has turned out to be what people usually call a foolish case. Where I mean, I've just given up on.
But we have prosecuted people for much less obvious crimes. Didn't someone get sent to jail for carrying a briefcase full of money?
Yeah.
Hey. Anyway, some of these artificial difficulties. That one too, who is paying them? Okay. The 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Joy Business Report comes up now, brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, at your service.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, World Bank to approve $250 million for Ghana next month to support financial sector stability. Also coming up, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison optimistic current challenge with city will be brought under control, insisting it's being given the required attention. Plus, Economist Intelligence Unit blames the common framework structure for delays in Ghana's reaching final agreement with external creditors. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Kwab. Thanks for being with us. Good morning, everyone. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. The World Bank Board is set to meet next month to approve some $250 million for Ghana to help support the recovery of the financial sector. This will be targeted at banks and other financial institutions hit by the domestic debt exchange program. The funding is part of the World Bank support for Ghana's Financial Stability Fund. Senior economist at the World Bank Group, David Elmale, says they're committed to supporting Ghana's economic recovery.
The World Bank is really engaged day to day in Ghana to support the government and other partners, to achieve this mission of reducing poverty on the global planet. So, there is this series of budget support loans that I have mentioned. There is the operation to support the stability of the financial sector, but the bank is currently engaged and will engage in many more areas. The bank is also preparing a dedicated operation to support the energy sector and its financial viability. There are operations to support MSMEs, small businesses, help them thrive and develop and grow bigger and generate jobs. And there are projects to help the social protection, to finance the social protection programs, notably LEAP, school feeding, and there are more in preparation.
David O'Malley there, senior economist at the World Bank Group. The World Bank earlier this year approved more than $450 million for Ghana to support the economy. However, only $300 million has been approved by Parliament to facilitate disbursement. Now, the Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison is optimistic that the current challenges with the city will be brought under control. The local currency over the past 2 weeks has witnessed sustained depreciation against the US dollar, but the Bank of Ghana Governor maintains that the necessary measures are being taken to ensure that the situation does not get out of hand.
I'm sure you know that this also means that the exchange rate stability will be sustained. It's not possible to continue the disinflation process with exchange rates that are not stable. So implicit in that statement to give assurance to you all about the stability of the city going forward. I'm aware that this morning, for example, every bank got a little bit of FX from the central bank. Apparently there were one or two that didn't need it. But I'm sure the treasurer who introduced me, I'm sure FBN probably got some of those resources. So we are keeping a very keen eye on development on the foreign exchange market.
You heard the governor of the central bank, Dr. Ernest Addison. Meanwhile, research lead at GCB Capital, Courage Bote, has indicated that the activities of speculators have largely contributed to the current state of the city. Mr. Bote also believes the situation has not been helped by the limited supply of dollars on the market by the Bank of Ghana.
Where are the sources of FX normally for the market? You will get those from direct and FDI inflows. You get that from portfolio investment inflows. You get that from remittances. You get from trade receipts. What is happening on the portfolio side? The big source of FX for the last 2 or so years, our market is almost non-existent. So you are not seeing portfolio investment. Are there as much direct investment inflows? Probably also. So all of these mean that the supply sources are mostly dry, and it appears Bank of Ghana is now a main source of supply on the market. Meanwhile, by regulation and by design, Bank of Ghana is supposed to intervene on the market only to smoothing volatility. And then on NND, the economy is recovering. So by extension, FX demand will grow. All of these are playing a role. And I think this is what is underscoring the kind of trend we're seeing on the market.
Yet, Courage Boutique, there is a lead at GCP Capital. Let's turn to the currency market this morning. 14 cities should get to $1 based on retail quotes from commercial banks. But at the Forex Bureau, the dollar going for 14 cities 40 pesos. The British pound going for 17 cities 25 pesos. The euro going for 14 cities 78 pesos. London-based Economist Intelligence Unit is blaming the structure established for Ghana to negotiate with external creditors as reason for delays in reaching an agreement with creditors. Ghana is yet to secure a final agreement on debt restructuring with bilateral creditors after an initial deal earlier this year. Principal economist for the Middle East and Africa at the EIU, Benedict Craven, says the creditors want more guarantees in case Ghana's situation improves.
In the case of Ghana, this incentive mechanism hasn't really been effective at all because both are commodity exporting countries and high export prices mean that debt carrying capacity could easily improve in the future. And creditors have wanted to build this contingency into their deals with these sovereigns. And that's actually causing delays for Ghana and bondholders right now and has featured in Zambia's talks too. So there's not been this incentive to move fast and there's not been an inbuilt mechanism in the G20 common framework to get things going quickly. So disputes between creditors have been allowed to roll on for a long time, and lots of these disagreements have really nothing to do with the defaulting sovereigns at all.
You had the Benedict Craven, principal economist for Middle East and Africa, the Economist Intelligence Unit, but the IMF is challenging this claim, insisting Ghana is making significant progress on debt restructuring. Listen to Catherine Patillo, who is Deputy Director.
Has it gone as smoothly as we would have liked, as fast as we would have liked? Definitely no. But I think actually we would not have made the progress that we have without it. And we are seeing improvements in the process. So the time it took for a country like Chad to get from initial agreement with the IMF to approval by the board of a program and then the first review, that time got shorter for Zambia and has gotten shorter for Ghana. So it's moving in the right direction of trying to ensure the process moves more efficiently and speedily. And in Ghana, in January, an agreement also in principle with the official creditors, and Ghana having successfully completed largely its domestic debt restructuring. So I think, again, is it perfect? No. Is it moving in the right direction? That's what we keep pushing for.
You had Catherine Patillo there, Deputy Director at the IMF. Now, Director of Dalex Finance, Kenneth Thompson, has disclosed that Ghanaian indigenous businesses are equally struggling to survive but do not have the opportunity to relocate. He argues the government has neglected the private sector, which should have led the creation of employment. He made the assertion following a wave of exits by some multinationals, citing issues of profitability. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Thompson said more multinational companies may exit if the situation doesn't improve.
The government of Ghana is not interested in the private sector. The government of Ghana is not interested in creating jobs. The government of Ghana is only interested in the government of Ghana and the people that benefit from its largesse. And until that changes, this is the situation we're going to be in. We make the point that, why are Ghanaian businesses not exiting? Well, Ghanaian businesses, because there's nowhere else for us to go. But we face the same issues. We face the issues of water, lack of infrastructure, regards to roads, power, the high taxes. We face the same concerns. So nobody should be surprised. And more companies are leaving. They will leave. There are issues with power. There are issues with water. There are issues with the currency. There are issues with the inflation. There are issues with the roads. There are issues with water. What do you expect?
Kenneth Thompson, third director of Dalex Finance. Now, 20,000 neckties made from hand-woven kente fugu fabrics and still counting. Adisha Creations is reimagining and transforming men's fashion with highly sought-after Ghanaian fabrics. It was founded by Emmanuel Nyampong, who features on the Joy Business Van today.
Hello, Joy Business Van. This is Emmanuel Nyampong, CEO of Adisha Creation, and you are welcome to our production space. Growing up in Kumasi, I had the opportunity to attend a lot of events and ceremonies, and whenever I saw the royals wearing their kente cloth, it just looked very magnificent, and I was like, is there a way that, this wonderful masterpiece could be implemented into a fashion apparel where men can be able to wear it regardless of the occasion? And that is how Adeshia Creation started with our kente ties. We want our ties to be out there, to be everywhere. We want Hollywood actors to be wearing our ties for the red carpet. We want to be everywhere for everyone to know that, hey, Kente is there and Adeshia has come to stay.
All right, do make a date, 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. Before we go, a look at the commodity market. Crude oil dropped to $82.70 a barrel this morning after going down marginally from yesterday's trading. Gold increased by $5 to open trading at $2,319 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $8,610 a ton after increasing by more than $1,000. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Money Show continues. Yes, Kojo.
Here I am. Did you like that song from Team Eternity yesterday?
Oh yeah, apparently it's making waves.
Is it?
So I heard yesterday.
Oh, okay, all right.
You have another one from?
I have another one from Team Eternity.
Okay.
Let's see how this one goes.
All right.
It's called. Is it Defe Defe or Defe?
Oh
Defe?
yeah, that's what I heard yesterday. Where it was topping the charts. Was it where on Apple or where?
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's see what the fuss is all about, shall we? Here it is, Team Eternity. Defe Defe. Defe Defe. Defe Defe. Okay. Those who go to church have corrected us. We thank you kindly. Enjoy. Eternity Ghana, selected by the Backroom Boys as usual. Hello, Ray. Hello, Mama V.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello, Mama V. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm good. You?
Oh, yes. If you are fine, what can we say?
We thank God.
What is that?
Let's go for a drive safe campaign.
Thank you so much,
You
my
better.
brother.
Yes, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. And the tip today says, use headlights wisely. Knowing when to use your headlights, including fog lights and high beams, is another key part of being a defensive driver. It's required to use your headlights at any time of the day when driving through tunnels in rain or through road construction areas. If in doubt, turn your headlights on ahead of time, but make sure not to use high beams unless you're a safe distance away from other vehicles to avoid blinding those drivers. I'll take this part again. Make sure not to use high beams, what we say highlight in Ghana, unless you're at a safe distance away from other drivers to avoid blinding those drivers. There are people whom at night just use high beams in this country, and they make driving very, very difficult at night. So please, note this.
But we also need our street lights to be working.
We do.
Because sometimes the excuse for using the highlights is because street lights are not functioning, so the place is totally dark, and you want to see where you're going. But I get the confusion. If we all decide to use it, we will be blinding ourselves on the road.
No, sometimes the only way to get the other driver to really make changes is to also big time blow it. Then say, oh, okay, we are all in trouble. All right, then he will actually. So you can see that, and the driver is fighting. So, maybe he's not aware. So I'm alerting him that we can all die on the road.
Honestly, Mama V's point about the lack of street lighting causing people to use high beams more than they should is I mean, it's a reality, but it does pose a threat to other motorists, and something you need to be aware of. If you are on a very dark stretch, you are forced to use your high beams. When you see a car approaching, you need to dip your lights so that you don't blind them.
Can you be arrested for inappropriate use of the high beam?
I guess that could amount to maybe reckless driving or inconsiderate driving or something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, let's learn how to say it right.
Oh, it's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is always you.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say either.
Please stand by for this public announcement. The thing is called a travel bag, not traveling bag. It's travel bag. When you say traveling bag, you risk being misunderstood. The bag is not traveling. It is used for travel, hence travel bag. You wouldn't say showering cap or seating belt or penciling case, would you? Now, this rule does not apply in all instances. The soda is not baking, but we still say baking soda. There are other exceptions like cooking oil and chopping board. I wonder why they all seem related to food, these exceptions. I probably only noticed that because I'm hungry. Gosh, I could eat a travel bag full of wachi right now. Just saying. Mama, have you any confessions you want to make?
We will say it right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's get into... Oh, listen, before we get into the news review, some fantastic news. My Joy Online is back on. My goodness, I missed that website. It's so difficult. We automatically just pick up our phones and go to My Joy Online when we want to check things, and when it wasn't there, it was quite an ordeal. I'm so glad it's back online. You can now get all your favorite news stories from myjoyonline.com. You can listen to us live on myjoyonline.com.
That's the best news of the morning.
Indeed.
Because in this country, you don't hear good news.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Apparently, we are all being bribed to criticize the office of the special prosecutor, according to their spokesperson Sami Dapaah. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Just before we get into our news review brought to us by Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, and Access Bank, more than banking. In fact, let's listen to him. Let's listen to what Sami Dapaah had to say.
Putting together the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act, they took something very key out of it, which in implementing our law, we've discovered that it shouldn't have been done, which is what we call the Unexplained Wealth Order. It was taken out of the OSP Act, and it's a very problematic matter for us because of the caliber of people we are to investigate. They are more complicated, they have more money, they have more people, they can get the best lawyers and all that. And this is a provision that would have helped us to do lifestyle audits in a better way. Currently, even we are doing a lifestyle audit, the onus lies on us throughout the entire investigation to show to the court how they committed the corruption. But if we have this, we are sure that when we're able to prove that your lawful income does not match your assets, then the burden shifts to you. We don't have that. And then we've also highlighted poor collaboration among law enforcement and anti-corruption agencies. We've started something, but we think that it can be much better. And then we also face sponsored attacks and propaganda, where those who are very rich and powerful, when you are investigating them, they tend to be able to offer some monetary incentive to even journalists, and they will consistently be attacking you, counter and false information against your outfit, all in a hope to create that impression that we are all the same, nobody is perfect. Why are you to kill somebody or investigate somebody as if you are a saint? But the idea is that those of us in the anti-corruption industry are not saints. We're just trying to go by the law. And then the other problem is the problem that almost every anti-corruption agency faces, which is funding. Reflection.
Yeah, Sami Dapaah there. Now, just before we talk about this, let's also hear the EOCO boss, Madam Tiwa, who obviously has also come under criticism for not being able to take this Cecilia Dapaah case further in any way at all. Let's listen to her explanation.
When the docket was referred to us, you mean Madam Cecilia Dapaah's case, the docket was referred to us because in the opinion of the special prosecutor, it borders on money laundering. We requested for the basis of the SP coming out with that conclusion that enabled him to say that we should continue. We requested for that, we didn't get, maybe as at now we haven't received any response. And we sat down to review the whole docket. At the end of the day, we realized that we couldn't find our way clearer. Most of the time, when you finish your docket, you can send it to Attorney General's office for advice. But this is not something that we send for advice because we couldn't even find our way. We didn't see our way clearer. So we wanted the Attorney General to look at what we've done and direct as to the way forward. Remember, before the docket was referred to us, the source of the money had already been referred to the Criminal Investigation Department. The Attorney General had directed the CID to look at the source of the money. So having reviewed the document that we received from ASP, we didn't see any offense, predicate offense, from which we'll proceed our investigation on. So we requested direction from the Office of the Attorney General. You need evidence to prove criminal offense. It's not about people saying it. Saying that somebody is corrupt, there's so much corruption, that one doesn't solve any problem. Whatever that we would have done had already been directed at the CID to do. We cannot continue to be doing fishing. It's like we don't even know what you are looking for. You just go about looking for something that you yourself, you are not even sure. So what I'm going to do is that with the AG's advice, I will send the docket that we received from the OSP to him, that there's nothing for us to do.
Thoughts?
If you ask me, I agree that in this conversation, I think it was with the Strach boss that I had that conversation about why our unexplained wealth space is completely problematic. So if the OST has further powers, I think I got the impression that it's been taken out of its loss or something like that. So it was originally envisioned. And if you check how parallel institutions elsewhere operate, they have that power, unrestrained and sometimes with very little limitation and restriction on their ability to carry out lifestyle audits, because there's a vision for setting up institutions like that. It is hard enough to fight corruption on its own. If it were so, we wouldn't have needed any OSP office. If the relevant institutions of state, all those which existed or still existing or purporting to do the work, were in any way effective, there's no way an OSP office would have been relevant in the first place. So we identified the need. And we also identified the need to make sure that they get the right systems to work with. And I agree that our unexplained wealth system is completely problematic. In fact, some even say there isn't any relevant institution that can do that without any serious restriction on its power. So I agree with that perfectly. I do not think that it's too late for us to actually make changes if that's what's going to enable that office do its work, because sometimes with the best of intentions you fashion laws. Then with time you realize that this is a major defect that you have to correct so that they can perform their roles well. I know that there is another amendment to the Criminal and Other Offences Act, which would embolden the state, especially the AG's office, to see other offences even committed by even private companies and make sure that we fit them in properly, including, let's say, I paid bribe. And as a private company, somebody could be held responsible for conduct on behalf of the company. All of those ones, I am for it. And I think that we should have started working on them yesterday, because some of these proposals for changes started as far back as 2021.
Yeah.
But, sometimes because we are not sure who is likely to be the beneficiary or likely to suffer the results of that, we don't work it out. So I agree with that perfectly. It's the second part about, and the words he used were sponsored attacks and propaganda. First, I know that institutions defend their work. So sometimes, even when they believe that something should go their way and doesn't go their way, there are ways of defending it. And it appears that the OSP, very high interest in the things we wanted to do, very low delivery on those things, so there's an expectation vacuum.
Yeah.
And effectively, there is always going to be issues raised. On one hand, I agree with them. Some of the things people have said about the OSP's office are not mere criticism. It qualifies in that term, sponsored attacks, because it doesn't make sense. For example, when you say they have evil people except 10 lawyers or whatever you say about that office, how on earth does anybody say that this is a fair criticism? Who is an evil person in the OSC's office? How is that determined? So, of course, it is important. But Lord Dennis says something about judges, and this case I'm saying should apply to the OSP and other places, letting their works defend themselves, and not necessarily mounting every platform they get to try and defend their work, because you see, the people that support you, truthfully, they support you. The other grouping that are bent on all of the opposition to you, they will do so. And I am not going to act naive and say, oh, no, they are rejecting criticism. If you listen keenly, they are not saying they don't criticize the institution. The words used were quite clear. And that is also, it's the same theory that we have with why we say that you can criticize judges, but there's a limit to which you can actually engage in these attacks. Let's not kill that institution, OSP, because today it is our friend that is being investigated. Tomorrow it could be the person we truly want investigated, and we'll rely on the same institution for help. That is how state institutions actually operate.
Totally agree with you, except to also add that, see, the OSP will have to be cautious, because just late last year, remember that public outburst that judges were ganging up against the office based on very limited examples that he gave. In the end, after getting all of us to go on that wild goose chase, if you like, it came out that he doesn't have any corruption-related charges against Cecilia Dapaah. So you see, when you put these things out there and you give people the impression that you have a strong case, and in the end, you really have nothing to show, you'd want to be cautious when you're going forward. If you're passing on information to another agency, don't tell us, especially when you've done a lot of investigations, months of investigations with the people's money. Don't tell us you're a whistleblower. You are the office of the special prosecutor. And if you want somebody to carry out, why don't you just give them all the information that they're asking for? And if EOCO fails, then we know that they failed to pick up on what you gave them. Do you understand? So some of the criticism is coming out of their own responses based on what is out there. And I think it's unfair to the people. You use the people's money to carry out your investigations. If you want another agency to pick it up, because we have a recent example, which is the corruption chase that you went on, carried all of us. You couldn't even say in court how much, and you keep insisting that there's a lot of money in the account, but how much you're unable to say. Now you tell us you found over 10 million Ghana cedis if you convert in one person's home, and there's still nothing that you can do. So you see, Raymond, some of the criticisms are fair.
Let me read, the statement that they released on the 25th of January when they were passing the case on to to EOCO. Just one paragraph here. It says, after nearly 7 months of extensive investigation by the OSP and a parallel inquiry by the Federal Bureau of Investigation of the United States, no direct and immediate evidence of corruption has been found in the seized funds and frozen bank accounts linked to Ms. Dapaah and her associates. Now, it's worth noting that in the statement EOCO released yesterday, they also quoted the letter or the docket that was passed on to them from the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And there was a very important paragraph, if you will, that I also want to quote because it gives some context here. Okay, it's paragraph 4. It says EOCO deems it pertinent to indicate that it is aware of a press release issued by the OSP dated the same day that the OSP referred the investigations to EOCO, 25th January 2024, in which the OSP stated that, quote, after nearly 7 months of extensive investigation by the OSP and a parallel inquiry, it continues on the next page, parallel inquiry by the Federal Bureau of Investigations of the United States, here's the emphasized part. No direct and immediate evidence of corruption has been found in the seized funds and frozen bank accounts linked to Ms. Dapaah and her associates. Okay, EOCO noted further that the OSP, in its letter referring the docket to EOCO, stated that, quote, in October 2023, the investigation became transboundary with the involvement of the Federal Bureau of Investigations of the United States in respect of parts of the cash sums that were alleged to have been transported into the jurisdiction from the United States. After 7 months of extensive investigation and 4 months of collaborative investigation, it seems to the OSP that the case is largely in the province of suspected money laundering and structuring. This is what the OSP said when they were passing on the case to EOCO. That after their investigation, which included the FBI, they have come to the conclusion that the thing is not corruption, it's money laundering. And they emphasize this transboundary investigation, which suggests that there is something in that transboundary investigation, because they even stated clearly here, parts of the cash sums that were alleged to have been transported into the jurisdiction from the United States. So if this is the basis for the claim that money laundering is what Cecilia Dapaah should be charged with, then why not share that FBI investigation report? If that is what is leading you, OSP, to the conclusion that the woman got the money through money laundering, why not give EOCO that information? What possible good reason could there be for not giving them that information after they requested it.
So I've been looking at the law, and I've looked at the Anti-Money Laundering Act. I see Section 1, subsection 1 that says a person shall not engage in money laundering, and then subsection 2 says a person commits an offense of money laundering if the person knows or ought to have known that a property is or forms part of the proceeds of unlawful activity, and the person converts, conceals, disguises, or transfers the property for the purpose of concealing or disguising the illicit origin of the property. But 3 is what has become a subject of discussion, and because my two friends here have understanding legal knowledge, maybe you can help me. It says, where a person under investigation for money laundering is in possession or control of property which the person cannot account for and which is disproportionate to the income of that person from known sources, the person shall be deemed to have committed an offense under subsection 2. So, Raymond and Mamavi, does that mean you still need a predicate offense, or in this case you can just go in and investigate?
May I suggest something? I'm not a lawyer either, but I was reading along with you, Winston. And at the end of it, it says, deemed to have committed an offense under subsection 2.
Yes.
Subsection 2 is what is just before what you read.
Yes.
Because what you read is subsection 3.
Yes.
So let's go and see what subsection 2 says, because it looks like subsection 2 is what defines money laundering, right? Okay. A person commits an offense of money laundering if the person knows or ought to have known that a property is or forms part of the proceeds of unlawful activity. Please, have I read it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Continue.
Which means that subsection 3 kicks in only when there is unlawful activity.
Okay.
That's my understanding, and I'm happy
And you have
to
to
be
come
corrected.
to the determination, the investigative body has to come to the determination
yes.
that there is primarily this
Very
unlawful
good.
activity.
And in fact,
that's what they consider to be the
and
predicate offense.
In fact, the law doesn't leave it to chance. When you go to where am I reading now? There is a list now of 25
of the offenses
that
or
are
activities
defined
yeah.
as unlawful activity.
Yeah.
So they are not leaving it to your imagination. No. They have even given you the activities that qualify as unlawful activity. So if none of these are there, how does Section 3 apply?
Good.
So there's a decision. It's a high court decision, by the way, where the judge says that without evidence to show how a personal benefit in terms of the proceeds of the crime accrued, which they had converted or concealed, the origin of such monies would make the charge of money laundering fail against them. Sometimes you take caution from decisions of the court.
And you know what? I want us to come back and talk more about that. You've introduced a very important point. Right now, though, it's time for the BBC News, brought to you by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
Who pay thousands of dollars for their dream dram, and we sound a note of caution for unwary investors.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. Vladimir Putin is again flexing his nuclear muscle in a warning to Ukraine's backers in the West. Russian troops have been ordered to run drills with tactical nukes. Why now? Well, the Kremlin has clearly been irked by America's belated decision to commit $60 billion worth of assistance to Kyiv and by President Macron's refusal to rule out sending French troops to Ukraine. My guest is Lithuania's Foreign Minister, Gabrielius Landsbergis.
I don't think that we have grasped the concept that we need to establish red lines not to us but to Putin. He needs to be deterred, because if now he knows that we are deterring ourselves, there are things that we're not going to do.
That's Gabrielius Landsbergis on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Israel has been bombing the southern Gaza Strip overnight after taking control of the key crossing point with Egypt on Tuesday. Palestinian medical staff say 7 members of her family were killed in one airstrike. Humanitarian workers say there are also concerns about food shortages after the 2 main crossing points for aid were closed. More details now from Yolande Nell in Jerusalem.
The Kerem Shalom crossing into Gaza from Israel is reopening. This comes after there have been concerns expressed by humanitarian agencies about the lack of food going into the south of Gaza. Kerem Shalom was closed on Sunday after Hamas rocket fire killed 4 soldiers close to it. And then we had the Rafah crossing point. It was taken yesterday in what Israel says is its limited offensive that continues in Gaza's southernmost city. And that meant that no access was being given to aid agencies to use that crossing point.
Police in the United States have arrested dozens of students who were setting up a pro-Palestinian encampment at the University of Massachusetts. It's the latest clampdown on protests that have taken place across the country. The governor of the Brazilian state of Rio Grande do Sul has announced the deployment of an extra 1,000 police and security officers to stop looting and crime in areas devastated by floods. At least 95 people have died and dozens are missing. Rescue workers have been hampered by the activities in criminal gangs. They've been attacking emergency teams. Suzanne is a resident of the state capital, Porto Alegre.
The situation is really, really bad. There are thousands of people who lost their houses. Now we don't have water anywhere. Cities were devastated. My mother-in-law is 90-year-old and she had to be carried by the rescuers. It's unbelievable what is going on here.
The Chinese President Xi Jinping is in Belgrade for a visit that aims to deepen political and economic ties with Serbia. Mr. Xi will hold talks with the Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić later on Wednesday. Our correspondent, Guy Delorney, is in Belgrade.
We're going to have a series of meetings between the Chinese and Serbian delegations. So there's going to be all sorts of talks going on about how to not just deepen the political and diplomatic relationship between Serbia and China, but also about what sort of business can be done. And we've been seeing plenty of that already between the two countries. Now, China's ambassador has claimed that China is now the biggest investor in Serbia. Those figures not borne out by the official UN trade figures. However, it's clear that a lot of money is coming into this country from China.
Guy Delorney reporting from Belgrade. World News from the BBC. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia launched more than 50 missiles and 20 drones in an overnight attack on Ukraine's infrastructure. The Ukrainian military says Ukraine shot down 3/4 of the missiles and all but one of the drones. It says Russia tried to target Ukraine's energy facilities in several locations, including Kyiv. A regional head of domestic intelligence in Germany says that he believes the far-right Alternative for Deutschland party is becoming increasingly radical and presents a threat to democracy. Stefan Kramer's comments follow a BBC investigation into a youth event in the eastern city of Cottbus, which found clear links between significant party figures and extremist networks. The speaker, who's a sitting MP, and an organiser who's standing in regional elections have both had dealings with group classed as right-wing extremist by German authorities. The two men reject the allegation. The British government's confirmed a problem with automated passenger transit gates at airports across the UK has been resolved. Airports including Heathrow and Gatwick, which serve London, as well as Edinburgh and Manchester, all reported problems with the e-gates. These use facial recognition to check travellers' identity. BBC analysis suggests the world's oceans have broken temperature records every single day over the past year because of climate change. It's also found on nearly 50 of those days the existing high was exceeded by at least 1/3 of a degree Celsius. Nova Michalska is a marine biologist from the University of Liverpool.
Nature's never static. The environment's always changing and species respond. The problem with climate change is it's happening too quickly for evolution to catch up with it, which is why we're seeing all these shifts. And when we're starting to see losses of species, then that's really sad because They're not completely extinct yet, but we're starting to see them disappear from different places, and eventually that will mean that they go extinct completely.
That's the latest. BBC News.
Welcome to Hard Talk from the...
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice.
Goil, yeah.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah. With nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich, nourishment for you.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a Cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
When the pain is too much, don't know what else to do. So Rapinol will take the pain away. Rapinol,
Rapinol is what you need. Rapinol will relieve you of all aches and pain in your body. Rheumatic pain, menstrual pain, body pain, toothaches, and other feverish conditions. Rapinol is a quality product from Danex Itin Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. Not suitable for children below 16 years old, asthmatic, and ulcer patients. This advert is FDA approved.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
There are some classy celebrations that calls for whipping out your favorite China sets. Same goes for your luxury vehicle. Just any engine oil won't do. Premium understands premium best. The new Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP with carbon neutral properties is the one for your premium car. It's a fully synthetic motor oil designed using the Shell Pure Plus technology. Prevents dirt buildup with exceptional cleaning power, leaving your pistons cleaner than a whistle up to 50% more than the industry standard, and gives you stronger, long-lasting engine performance. So, if you want your classic car to run smoothly like a Ferrari for years to come, use the Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP with carbon neutral properties. Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP, designed for ultimate engine performance.
I am Wahinere Gifty Auntie.
You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan, and this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. Invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and receive a monthly income for the perfect retirement. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit www.oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Obrapa Ahotonkwa.
Old Mutual. Do great things every day.
Anymore, pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent, omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean Omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
Akon, stay out of trouble now, son. Let me tell you what hurts the most. I'm a convicted felon and I can't work. No matter where I go, I try to get paid. They never give me the job cause they are afraid that I'ma stick 'em up, oh yes, sticky. Rob the manager and everybody in it. That's the everyday life of a convict trying to make it. While they're saying to me, the judge said don't trouble nobody. Probation said don't trouble nobody. Stay out of trouble, don't trouble nobody. And I'ma try not to trouble nobody. The judge said don't trouble nobody. Probation said don't trouble nobody. Stay out of trouble, don't trouble nobody. And I'ma try not to trouble nobody. Me and my on the block all day, locking times, looking out for police. Cause it's the type of that we go through up in the ghetto just to make
coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh, this is a very powerful song. I think this is Africa's promo song number 1.
By EOCO, eh?
Yes. It's so powerful.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, DJ Ubete is glad you like it.
We will not have any dispute over this matter.
All right, now listen, because of the way things went during the news review the matter became so heated, let's quickly acknowledge those who bring us the online news review. And I'm talking about Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Yena Yedia.
Now we have great news. The Zenith Fund Form promo is still on from now till May 15, 2024. Visit any Zenith Bank branch to sign up for a free Zenith MasterCard. You heard right. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to get a free Zenith MasterCard. With a Zenith MasterCard, you can pay for your purchases on a POS device, withdraw cash from ATMs, and pay for goods and services online. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up today for your free Zenith MasterCard. For more information, visit zenithbank.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Now, Good Energy has hit the road with exciting choices to energize your vehicle. It is giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. Goyle. Yeah, Dim. And so, what will be your choice? I don't know. Looking forward to it.
Papa.
Yeah.
And then we also feel sponsored attacks and propaganda, where those who are very rich and powerful, when you are investigating them, they tend to be able to offer some monetary incentive to even journalists, and they will consistently be attacking you, counter and false information against your outfit, all in a hope to create that impression that we are all the same. Nobody is perfect. Why are you to kill somebody or investigate somebody as if you are a saint?
You need evidence to prove criminal offense. It's not about people saying it. We cannot continue to be doing fishing. So what I'm going to do is I will send the docket that we received from the OSP to him, that there's nothing for us to do.
Anti-corruption agencies do what they're doing in public. It's very sad. And for me, reading between the lines, I see there's an attempt to cover some part of the evidence.
Because of the caliber of people we are to investigate, they are more complicated, they have more money, they have more people, they can get the best lawyers and all that. And this is a provision that would have helped us to do lifestyle audits in a better way. Currently, even we are doing a lifestyle audit, the onus lies on us throughout the entire investigation to show to the court how they committed the corruption.
Now, in the full clip from Sami Darkon, which we will play later, he talks about certain things that have been removed from the OSP law, which make their work a bit more challenging. Although, as far as I'm aware, the OSP law hasn't been amended, has it?
No, it hasn't been amended. So the bill that went to Parliament,
right? It was removed from the
bill. Yes. So when the bill was undergoing consideration, those things were removed from the bill. And so so the law itself, nothing has been removed from it, but the intention in the bill is what has changed. But of course, these are things that would go to Parliament, and Parliament will make changes to a lot of laws every now and then. I mean, years ago, Osei Chairman Sabun Solon had over 100 amendments to the Petroleum Revenue Management Act. So it's something that happens in Parliament.
Yeah, well, if it will make their work easier, then I'm certainly for it. And, Parliament should consider these things as quickly as possible. Because the last thing we want is for, there to be obviously avoidable impediments, to the very important work of fighting corruption. We don't want to hear that is because the law limited them. That's why they couldn't pursue things that to anyone's mind should have been easy to pursue.
And as we are talking about laws that should be passed to aid investigators and the state perform its role, please, the Conduct of Public Officers Bill 2022, please, when are we passing it? Yes, I'm pleading, I'm begging. This is for the people, okay, so that their people will be responsible to them. Since sometimes they don't know how to regulate their conduct properly, and we need to help them do so, putting in place a law that will help them behave properly is important. And sometimes we feel that it's because it's for public officers. Public officers are the ones who are going to pass the bill, so they don't want to put together a bill that will restrain or make them behave properly. That is where we feel that they are operating. That's what we think they are doing. Precisely. They are refusing to act in the interest of the masses because they know it will affect them. But they should know that there are representatives. Everyone this law passed anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's some more coming up today on the Super Morning Show. Make sure you don't miss a moment of it. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, okay? I mean, do you really think we're in a country where no institution is closed with the power to find out how a minister got bundles of money?
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, now it gives me great pleasure to remind you that, look, there is a possible solution to the unemployment situation in this country. You could end up as a fully qualified member of a flight crew. So you don't need to jackpot when your job makes you jackpot every day, right? Well, that could be you. That could be your life, enjoying the high life in the skies thanks to Travelex Group and their amazing training sessions that will give you IATA travel and tourism courses properly internationally certified so that all of the airlines can definitely employ you. Okay, the training period is about 6 months for most of the courses, and you can either do the morning sessions 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. or the evening sessions 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. if you have a current hustle going on. You can pay for your training with payment plans. The training now is already quite affordable, but then they even give you a payment plan, and then you get your internationally recognized diploma at the end of it after you successfully go through the program. The Travelex Group, after 32 years of operating in Ghana, is offering amazing discounts. So listen, hurry up, go visit their brand new office. It's at the Cargo Door Airport, just behind the KLM office. So between KLM and the post office, you'll find Travelex, okay? Email them, travelexgroupltd@gmail.com, or call 024-656-7898.
And you know, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why Total Energy especially formulated the Quartz engine oil with age resistance technologies and innovation, and it ensures optimal performance for your engine. Also improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. So choosing Quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
Now you're looking for that special present to appreciate mom on a cool budget. That's why we should keep it a secret, but we are letting you know on it, right? I mean, Electroland Ghana Limited just made it easy and affordable with our Mother's Day bundle promo. We know that some mothers do not like changing their gadgets. It's the very old one. So make a decision today. With just $1,999, you'll get a NASCO gas stove, kettle, juice maker, home theater, and fan in a Mepa bundle. That's the first one.
For $1,999?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
cool.
amazing, right?
Yes.
Or maybe you buy one for yourself, eh?
You didn't hear.
So we should buy for man. That's why I support you fully.
Winston, you are even surprising me. Somebody who, if you compliment her, you owe her money.
But in this case, Mama V's mother is with God. The children are not working yet.
Am I not your mother on the show?
No.
Anyway, yes. Now the show mommy, she's your one and only with the Mufwa bundle, which starts from $3,999, under 4,000, just under 4,000, and your mom will get a NASCO electric hot pot, a gas stove, kettle, blender, washing machine, and fan. Think about it, washing machine, fan, kettle, blender, gas stove, electric hot pot for just $3,999. Under 4,000.
Hey, are these people afraid of their mothers?
Yes, I think that we love our mothers, right? So we should appreciate them. Now, the next one is for $7,999, and this gets the biggest one. You get LED digital satellite TV.
Whoa.
1, 2, a tabletop fridge. 2, 3, a gas cooker. 4, a chest freezer. 5, an electric hot pot. 6, a microwave. 7, iron. 8, fan. 9, gas stove. And a voltage regulator. 10 great items.
I like that one.
Your whole entire home. Yes, your entire home can be done.
For 7,999.
Yeah.
What?
7,999. Each bundle is a heartfelt gift of affordable luxury to appreciate your mother. Call 0503 159 739 for further inquiries. Terms and conditions apply.
So you know the first part, the 1,999.
Yeah.
If the three of you decide to buy for me, it will only cost you like 600.
I can
get that one.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Don't move on so quickly.
Mommy, we've heard.
1,999.
Mommy, we've heard.
Now, public announcement: if your mother is lost, Mama B is available.
Now, to the businessman, trader, and parent sending money to loved ones and business partners, well, thanks to Access Bank and PAP's partnership, you can now send money across border hassle-free. Now, you can send money to pay for goods and services, make business transactions, and cover school fees across Africa without worrying about foreign exchange losses or delays. It's straightforward, secure, and keeps your mind at ease. Benefit from instant payments across Nigeria, Liberia, Gambia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone with zero foreign exchange hassle. When you send money in cedis, it will not be received in any other currency by the recipient. For more information, visit our website, ghana.accessbankplc.com, or call our toll-free 0800 00 4400. For all your cross-border payment, visit any of our branches and PAPS it with Access Bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
All right, now KingdomStoreOnline.com reminds you that today, look, one of the things you need to put on your to-do list is a quick visit to their website, all right, where all the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery from Kingdom Books are available for you to buy, pay for via Momo across all networks, and then just sit at home or in your office and wait for your delivery. Now, if you're in Accra or Tema, delivery is even free. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
All right, now, if you've ever tried to push a pull door, then I guess, my friend, you know it doesn't work. Well, same goes for when you put the wrong engine oil in your luxury vehicle. That's why we're introducing the Shell Helix Ultra OW20 SP, specially formulated with a unique Shell Pure Plus technology that actively helps lubricate and also cleans your engine, giving your premium car peak performance. Shell Helix Ultra OW20 SP provides unsurpassed wear and sludge protection, leaves your pistons cleaner than a whistle, up to 50% more than the industry standard, and enhanced fuel economy. So Shell Helix Ultra OW20 SP is designed to be safe for the environment with a significant reduction in carbon emissions. Listen, I could go on and on and on, but the only way to prove the value of Shell Helix Ultra OW20 SP is to try it yourself. So please go on and try it. And remember, premium rolls best with premium. Get Shell Helix Ultra OW20 SP, made for premium today.
Well, you know it's difficult to keep good news to yourself, especially when it can transform your life and those close to you. SG Ghana went low on interest rates last year, and this year we're even lower. Yes, Yatisubium, are you an SG Ghana customer or on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll? Then get the money you need to turn your dreams into a reality. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you and speak to our dedicated staff about the amazing Yatisubium loans available today. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details. Offer runs till the 7th of June 2024. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
Now, guys, I need you to help me to beg. I made a mistake yesterday. I forgot my sister Amma Pratt's birthday. And me, I don't know how to go and beg right now. So I beg, belated happy birthday to you, Mommy Amma Pratt. We'll come and kill a goat later. Right now, though, get ready. Sports are coming up as well as birthdays right here on the Super Morning Show.
Is a stage and we're all players, playing the supporting role.
The title of my poem is
Playing with Rhythm. Playing the lead. Playing to win. Playing with gusto. Playing for the sheer thrill until the curtain falls. Because every journey begins with play. Kickstart yours with MTN. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah, with nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich, nourishment for you. There's a cowbell milk for you, for you, for you. Cowbell Vita Rich and cowbell premium.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vitarich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a Cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
You worked hard for your money, and DSTV gives you a whole lot more for a lot less than you think. Instead of one takeout dinner, how about treating the family to a whole month of the best entertainment with DSTV? From thrilling sports, blockbusters, captivating series, to entertaining kid shows, we have it all.
Totally awesome.
And with DSTV Stream, you can watch on the go.
I'm here.
Plus, you can choose a package to suit your pocket. There's a whole lot more to enjoy for a lot less than you think with DSTV.
Alrighty then, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner. And Kojo, I have to do this because if I don't do this, Nana Ata Nyameche will not forgive me. He says, happy birthday to my cherished daughter who doubles as my mother, Jackie Ata Nyameche, on her 55th birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jackie Ata Nyameche, because your father says you returned to Ghana just to take care of him.
Aww.
And he's so grateful. You see why I keep telling you that it's good to have a daughter? The boy would have said that I'll send somebody to come and take care of you. But the girls will come and take care of you themselves.
Not all boys will do that.
As if you have a boy like Ojo Yankee. What do you expect? They say that they'll find some money for someone to come and take care of you.
Can you believe that?
So,
what are you people saying?
Nana Atanya Miche, this one I've done it, so you can forgive me. And we'll start on a clean slate.
Yes.
All right, happy chaotic birthday to Mark Anthony Kwachi, CEO of Hat Small Enterprise. Welcome to the fourth floor, man, and live to be 99.7 and more. Happy 40th birthday also to Sandra Boatimaya Boa, aka Mabina of Heavy Ducho Bar. Oh, Sandy baby. Welcome to the fourth floor.
Samuel Adami.
Yes, man.
Because Heavy Dude there, Samuel Adami.
As their brand ambassador.
Yeah, and I've got a special one. It's happy birthday to Francis Ayepa of MTN.
He's begging me.
Ghana.
I don't know what he thinks I'm coming to say. He's begging me.
Is that Samuel Adami?
Yes, I don't know why.
You've exposed his base.
Well, let me just do this one.
Wait, hang on. Happy birthday, Francis Ayepa of MTN Ghana. The good Lord continue to bless you, and your family loves you. From Abigail, your wife, and of course your children. Enjoy today.
This one says, happy birthday to Audrey Addo Mensah, a.k.a. Shoto Mama, CEO of Saka Homes and Bagandi Homes. Enjoy your special day with all our love from the whole team. That's including Adam Naite.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I've got one here. It says, happy birthday to the Director General of NITA, Mr. Richard E. Ochrifosu. And this one is from your sweet wife, Rakia, and the kids.
Now, today is the birthday of S-Corporal Matthew Adabuga. Yes, long-time military man. He's 65 years today.
Ooh.
Yes, today is his birthday. And it's also the birthday of Linda Lai. Linda works at Telcel. Yes, enjoy your birthday, Linda.
Happy birthday, Linda. It's also Eunice Gloria Mensah's birthday, and she's with GCB Nungwa branch. Happy birthday to you. It's from Isaac Amo of our camera department here at the Multimedia Group. So Eunice, enjoy every bit of today. Eunice Gloria Mensah of GCB Nungwa branch.
And this one says, happy 4th birthday. Wish to my wonderful smart son, Leonard Lawrence Nilante Lawson of Hillview Montessori at a Shoman Estate. May the Lord grant you his protection, wisdom, and make you the king in every aspect of your life. From Daddy Reginald, GCB Bank, PLC, Mummy, Priscilla, Pre-Reg Consults, and Brother Lincoln Leroy. Your daddy is Ganes Iniesta. Come. Hey, Iniesta.
Oh, I've got a last one. It's a happy
who told you it's the last
90th.
Last one.
Happy 90th birthday to Suzanne Kemavo. Suzanne Kemavo, Madam Suzanne Kemavo, you're 90 today. Happy birthday. It's from the Latte family and, of course, all of us here at the Multimedia Group.
Yes. God bless you.
These last two are belated wishes to two people in the journalistic fraternity. So this one is to Emmanuel Dogbevi. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Ghana Business News. Emmanuel celebrated his birthday, I believe, yesterday, and Class P Della Russell wants to wish him a belated happy birthday. And then, of course, I mentioned this earlier. Mame Ama Pratt of Pan-African Television she celebrated her birthday yesterday, and idiot that I am, I missed it. Happy birthday to you, Mame Ama Pratt. Have a fantastic month, right? It's a month-long celebration.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you just confess?
Yes.
Okay, so now when someone refers to you as such, based on your confession,
if it is in reference to forgetting Ama's birthday, then I'll
let's
accept.
continue.
All right, let's move on. The Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for
good. DSTV.
It's your moment.
And Cowbell Premium Milk. Cowbell.
Creamy goodness.
And this is a reminder, Cowbell certainly thinks about you. And that's why they're offering continuous nourishment that is creamy and tasty. It comes in 2 new variants, the Cowbell Premium and Cowbell Vitarich. So let's talk about Cowbell Premium. It is a nutritious milk containing essential minerals and vitamins, including vitamin A, B9, C, D, E, and K. In addition, Cowbell Premium is unique, mainly because of its rich, creamy taste and 23.6% protein content. It offers more in its single serve pack at 26 grams and is also available in 360 grams and 400 grams. So if you're in search this morning for that perfect thing to complement your beverage or porridge with that rich, creamy taste and value for money, well, Cowbell Premium is definitely an option. So stay tuned to hear about the additional exciting offer, which is Cowbell Vitarich. We'll talk about that another day. Ghana, there's a Cowbell for you. Cowbell are creamy goodness, and this advert is FDA approved.
So, Mr. Aqua, you're looking for a smarter and more convenient way to stay connected? Then it's time to live seamlessly with MTN eSIM, and that's what you do.
I have one.
Yes. Now, you don't have to carry multiple phones around because with the MTN eSIM, you can have multiple numbers linked to just one smartphone. Just dial *06# to check your phone's eligibility. Download my MTN app or visit the MTN website to request your eSIM. You can also visit any of our service centers nationwide to get easy hands-on assistance. Go seamless with MTN eSIM for convenience and seamless connectivity. So, what are we doing today?
Now, so folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans. You can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates, and that's right. We are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, and the very last number is 0244-674-154. Let's chat a cause for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And here for sports. Before we get into the Joy Sports Center, quickly getting the birthday celebration of a wonderful man out of the way. It says, I wish above all things that you will prosper in all you do. May your barns overflow with goodness, good health, happiness, peace, and abundance of wealth. Happy birthday, my darling and sweet husband. I love you dearly. That's from your wife, D, to Mr. Benatete Amigache. Happy birthday to you. Well, later this weekend, we've got some great MTN FA Cup action coming up. The stage is set, the stakes are high, and the drama is about to unfold. It's the MTN FA Cup semi-finals. So brace yourselves for an epic showdown on Saturday, May 11, as Nswatraman goes head-to-head against Legon Cities at 3 p.m. And then on Sunday, May 12, Bofakatano take on title holders Dreams FC, also at 3 p.m. at the Wafa Park in Sugakope. So get ready for the thrills, the excitement, and the shocks as the journey to glory gets heated. Will we see giant slayers or favorites cruise to the finals? You can never predict in the MTN FA Cup because basically, Shali, Obia Nyobia. Time for the Joy Sports Center. In the next 10 minutes, we'll tell you all about Borussia Dortmund's win over PSG as they make it to the Champions League final. Their first time in 13 years. And also, Ghana's relay team who've got demands on governments. We'll get into the details of all of that and more. But first, Accra Hearts of Oak will take on Brecum Chelsea at 3 p.m. today in the Ghana Premier League. The Phobians have lost 5 of their last 6 games and sit just 3 points away from the relegation zone. Spokesperson for the club is Kwame Opariado. He believes the Phobians should be doing better looking at the quality of players at their disposal.
It's rather unfortunate that the second round has not gone pretty well for us. But then if you sit back and you look at where we're coming from the preseason and then the first round, what we went through, you'll say that the second round has been a bit better than the first round. But in all of that, we still believe so much that we still have to improve. If you look at the quality of materials that we have and the results that we've gotten along the line, it doesn't match very well. So the most important thing is that we have to be very much consistent in terms of getting positive results.
Hearts of Oak spokesperson Kwame Opariado. Speaking of Accra Hearts of Oak, a former player is like Kingston these days. He is the Black Starlets coach. He said that participating in the UEFA Under-16 Invitational Tournament in Russia last month has given him a good perspective of coaching in other parts of the world. The Black Starlets lost their opening game to Russia but rebounded to win their next 2 games by a 10-2 aggregate scoreline.
For me, I think it was very good experience for me as a coach to understand every part of the world, the way they play, their mindset of the coaches and all that. So takeaway has been very positive. We had our first loss since the technical team took over. For us, it was very shocking for us. But for me, I think our next game against Serbia, they learned from their mistakes and then they came out well, playing very well. Even against Russia, the team played very well. We were in that tournament with 20 players. Out of the 20, only 3 of them have had experience in being on the flight. So about 17 of them have never experienced flying before.
Black Starlets coach Lai Kingston. Speaking of which, they'll be kicking off their WAFU B Under-17 Cup of Nations campaign here in Accra against Cote d'Ivoire next Wednesday. They'll then wrap up their group games against Benin 6 days later and into athletics next. And Ghana's 4x100 meter relay team wants to become together for at least a month prior to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games to help them prepare better for the competition. The team has dropped the baton 4 times in their last 10 races. The last of those happened in Bahamas on day 1 of the World Relays over the weekend. They later won their heats on day 2 to secure qualification for the Paris Games to be held in July and August. Here's Joseph Polama speaking to Joy Sports after the race.
Honestly, it's more of company motivation, you know. Even though we intrinsically motivate each other, the extrinsic motivation could also be a factor. So camping us somewhere for maybe 3 weeks to a month, we really appreciate that. I feel like I said, relay is something that you got to keep practicing. We're trying to stretch our zone to, you know, be able to to get the baton around efficiently. And that doesn't just come like that. You have to continuously do it before you get to the D-Day. So I think getting, you know, some weeks of practice or even close to a month is something that will be very, very essential to us here.
UEFA Champions League next.
Chan making a late run to the edge of the goal area where the ball's going. It's a free header for Hummels. They have doubled their lead, and it's a 35-year-old.
Dortmund's glamorous giants Matt Hummels rose highest to head home the only goal as they beat PSG by 1-0 last night to advance to the grand finale of the competition by winning 2-0 on aggregates. PSG hit the post 4 times on the night and 6 times over the 2 legs, but still could not put the ball in the back of the net. So Dortmund are in the final for the first time in 11 years and are hoping to win their second trophy since doing so some 27 years ago. Here's proud Edin Terzic speaking after the game.
Proud. If I have to find and pick one word, it's just a very proud moment for us. I'm very proud for my staff, for my team, for the club. And yeah, the dream is not over yet. I think that we suffered a lot, and but we showed a very good away game against a team that is so powerful up front, so quick, so mobile. We kept 2 clean sheets. We won both games in the semi-final. This is unbelievable and outstanding.
Meanwhile, PSG boss Luis Enrique, who won the competition in 2015, says football was unfair to his team over the 2 legs.
When the result is that, yes, of course, difficult match, and I think a tight match, but to be honest, I think we deserve to win that match. We created, I don't know if 31 shoots, 4 posts, and at least in the 2 matches we hit the post 6 times, and we didn't score a goal. It's unbelievable. Football is so unfair sometimes. It would be great. But anyway, congratulations to them. They are a great team. They did it great, and I hope they can go to the final and win it.
That final is happening at Wembley on Saturday, June 1, and could be an all-German affair if Bayern Munich are able to get the better of Real Madrid. If that happens, it will be a repeat of what happened at Wembley in 2013 when the same 2 teams, Dortmund and Bayern Munich, made it to the final in a match that the Bavarians won by 2-1. Bayern take on Real Madrid tonight in the other semi-final at the Santiago Bernabeu with a tie delicately poised at 2-2. That's how the first leg ended in Bavaria. Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti says his team pulled their La Liga title celebrations aside on Saturday to prepare for this game.
Saturday, of course, we were happy for the fact that we won, but I think that was an happiness controlled because we needed to prepare this game. We prepared this game and we have time. Now the Liga is in the park, and Thursday we are going to think how to celebrate, but for sure we are going to celebrate.
Tonight's adversary, Thomas Tuchel, is confident his team can be the record holders to reach the final.
There's a big range of quality going on, and sometimes you have to admit it. Can we do it a bit better than in the first leg? Yes, we can, and we're up for it. He can still hurt any team in the world, and I think a big part of it is accepting it. That not everything will be. It is possible that not everything will be perfect for us tomorrow, but it's still possible to overcome. It's still possible to overcome difficulties, to hang in, show the right mentality and quality to fulfill our dream. We want to go to Wembley, so we need to beat Real Madrid.
Well, be sure to join the Joy Sports team tonight at the Heritage Craft Brewery in East Legon to watch this game with fans as part of our build-up to the Hits FM Rep Your Jersey at the Aviation Social Center on June 1. We've got live commentary on Joy 99.7 FM and on Hits 1 103.9 FM tonight. Before we go, though, Jaylen Brown led Eastern Conference top seeds, the Boston Celtics, to an emphatic win over Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 1 of their NBA playoff semifinal. Brown scored 32 points alongside Derek White, 25, which included 7 3-pointers as the Celtics eased to a 120-95 victory in Boston earlier today. And in the Joy Sports Center, don't forget, we're at the Heritage Craft Brewery later tonight in East Legon.
Bayern, Real Madrid. Who's your money on?
Bayern Munich.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Are they like the underdogs in this match?
Madrid are favorites, but I wouldn't say Bayern are underdogs. It's a clash of heavyweights, but when it's Real Madrid, everyone else is pretty much the underdogs.
Okay, all right. I mean, it was a fantastic game yesterday, PSG Dortmund.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
So hopefully we get a repeat of that tonight.
But the Hakimi boy, is that how he is? I was so happy they lost.
He didn't take the defeat well. He didn't.
Yeah. Well, Achu, thanks. We'll see if it goes Bayern's way tomorrow.
I hope it does.
All right.
Yeah. They have 14 already. They can't add another. They shouldn't be allowed to add another.
Hala Madrid. All right, listen. Today I can say happily that you can get more sports stories on myjoyonline.com/sports. My Joy Online is up and running this morning, so you can always visit there. Social media messages on our show, though, brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, Malatu from NS Chemist, Malatu power over malaria. Also GTP, lifestyle, and of course, Rapinol. When the pain is too much to bear, grab Rapinol from Danex Iton PLC. Rapinol, the rapid pain reliever.
Across Africa, a new era has begun, shifting our focus to a new horizon, connecting us with one purpose: to create and share opportunities to grow. We are making a brighter tomorrow, built by our dreams and our energy. Across our continent, across the world, we are creating a better way to a better future. A Pan-African future. Together. EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa.
Since 1966, we have defined our fashion identity with pride. Our style stems from our pride in the country of our birth and in the diverse symbols that unite us as Ghanaians. From these symbols come the new GTP New Style Collection, created to celebrate our identity as Ghanaians. Me free Ghana, I wear GTP. I am made in Ghana. Get the GTP Ghana Month collection, available at all accredited GTP dealers nationwide, the GTP retail store in Osu, or online at shop.gtpfashion.com. Check the authenticity of any GTP fabric you purchase by matching the code on the edge of the fabric with the code on the label. GTP. Life. Style.
To that woman who is always on the go, always on her feet, we say EOCO. Orca Deco has a special offer to celebrate them because mothers are priceless. Get 20% off all recliner chairs and sofa sets and big discounts on all home accessories. Let's celebrate our mothers in style. Visit Orca on Spintex Road and Accra Mall today.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
4 more minutes to the top of the hour. 8 and 8 will bring you the business minutes, but fraudsters are on the loose again, luring bank customers via phone calls, SMS or emails and defrauding them. They always claim to be bank staff who are assisting you in your banking transactions, but this is an important scam alert from EcoBank. EcoBank says these fraudsters usually sound so genuine that you could easily fall prey by giving out vital information on your bank account, your debit or credit card, based on which they will defraud you. Please stay safe. Customers are advised never to share password. Do not share your PIN, your OTP, CVV, the 16-digit card number, or any other personal information with anyone, whether remotely or face-to-face. It does not matter how convincing, genuine, or professional the person may sound or the message may seem. Please avoid any emails or text messages that request you to click a link. Now, hang up on any caller who starts asking for your personal card or bank account details, and report any suspicious SMS, email, phone call to the EcoBank Contact Center and delete such messages at once. Always verify third-party apps and websites before using your bank card for transactions, and kindly call the EcoBank toll-free, which is 0800 003 225 when in doubt or feel insecure. The toll-free number again is 0800 003 225. Please stay alert and don't fall for these fraudsters. We've got the business minutes coming up shortly. It's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waika Recapital, together towards tomorrow.
And Waika Recapital is a multinational fund management company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. And Waika Recapital, with experience in fund management and investment banking, has over the years helped its customers to thrive by enabling them to achieve their lifetime financial goals. Waika Recapital invests funds in ways that create a positive future for its customers, their families, and their businesses, and offers corporate finance and advisory services. In these ways, Waika Recapital helps its customers to create the best life. Now, you too can also create your best life. You too can create your best life. Just speak to Waika Recapital today on 0501 577 546 or 0501 577 547. Locate their office on the 4th floor, Gulf House, opposite the Ghana Standards Authority, Accra. Visit waikarecapital.com for more information. Waika Recapital, together towards tomorrow.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, time for us to bring you the business minutes. Brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waika Capital, together towards tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock, and here's the business minutes.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waika Capital, together towards tomorrow. The World Bank Board is set to meet next month to approve some $250 million for Ghana to help support the recovery of the financial sector. Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Nes Addison is optimistic that the current challenges with the cedi will be brought under control. Director of Dalex Finance Kenneth Thompson has warned more multinational companies will exit the country if the economic situation does not improve. And the US government says it has revoked some licenses that allowed US chip makers to export certain goods to Chinese technology giant Huawei. The move follows Huawei's release of an AI-enabled computer powered by a chip created by Intel. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waika Capital, together towards tomorrow.
Super Morning Show. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
That's right. It's a minute after 8. This is the Super Morning Show. You just heard there the business minute. We're always grateful to Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waika Capital, together towards tomorrow. Now, Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra silent generators from 5 kVA kVA to 2,500 kVA. They also undertake and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators, and they stock genuine spare parts of all kinds as well. They do generator rentals if you have an important function. It happened to someone over the weekend. Oh, I hear the wedding in the church.
Oh,
the lights went. Yeah, you need a generator on standby, no matter who you are, where you are. Yes. You need a generator on standby, and that's where Anointed Electricals can come to your rescue. They've got fresh branches in Amrahia, Frims Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road. Also in East Legon, Lagos Avenue Road, opposite Tom Rick Hotel, and Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9 is just after the overhead. And in Kaswa, off the Wager Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot. Odoko is where they have their head office at number 77, Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road. But you can always call their hotline. You know, like if you find yourself in that emergency where you need a generator, by all means, please call 0243 480 334. It's 0243 480 334. Kofi Amoah,
yes, mommy, today
special birthday.
Yes, today is my very good friend's birthday. I'm sure you know him, Kosi Dagbe.
Yes.
Of the iGarage. Yes, today is his birthday. And so, Kosi, happy birthday.
One pick for him.
Yes, in the past we used to call you Charles Dagbe, but these days it's Kosi Dagbe of iGarage. He's a good engineer doing wonderful things, you know, solving all the problems that our vehicles go through. I mean, whenever I take my vehicle to him, I know that the problems are solved. And I've told you to be taking your vehicles to him, Mama V.
Yeah.
Take it to iGarage.
Just make an initial deposit, you know, and then I'll be confident.
Mama V, listen.
We have to set the record straight.
No, Kosi just told me that if you bring your vehicle, you have a 50% discount.
Oh, wow.
50%.
Okay, that's good. It's in the bank. I like that, but I just
need
you
he
to...
just actually...
He's waived the 50.
He just actually told me that it's free.
Oh.
No. So he said the whole SMS team. Oh, but the thing is here. Oh, Mama V.
No, me, I believe you.
She doesn't have to pay the team. Come and see. Book no lie.
I believe you. You should be thankful to me. Yeah. That because of me.
So, you can take your vehicle to iGarage.
Thank you.
Kosi Dagbe will sort you out.
There's a special birthday also going out to Mrs. Evelyn Lochu. She's Deputy Programs Director, National Youth Authorities, from your husband, Mr. Yoni Ahlija, Dean of Students at Kens University. God bless you, he says. Also, happy birthday to my confidant and greatest treasure, a woman who makes even mundane chores feel like an adventure, Mrs. Linda Asafweje from Asafweje, who is with the procurement department at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority headquarters in Accra. Mrs. Linda Asafweje, tell us how you do it. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy today.
Rejoice Terrier is listening to you at the University of Health and Allied Sciences.
Right.
And she sends her regards. She says that she loves listening to you.
Oh, thank you.
So Rejoice Terrier, good morning to you. Her birthday.
I will give her a package.
Her birthday was on
Sammy
2nd May. Her birthday was on 2nd May.
It was on 2nd May.
So now you can give the
Something
package.
Tell me what you want.
Rejoice. Mama B says, say what you want to.
Oh, but our friends from FBN Bank will be on our show this morning. They've got some good news to share with us, but we've got big stories. We also have insurance today coming up shortly. Big stories brought to us by Telecel, Connecting Energies. Also, latest film, Your Partner for Life, and Equity Health Insurance here for you.
So you're about to have the world at your fingertips because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you have everything you want and need: quick and reliable communication, stress-free money and transactions via the Telecel Cash, transforming your big business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities, because with Telecel there's no limit to connections. Telecel, Connecting Energies.
And if you're dreaming of the perfect sofa to upgrade this year, your dream sofa is now a reality at Latest Foam. They have the sensational V sofa range. You will love it. Comfort actually meets style when it comes to the V sofa at prices that will also make your heart skip a bit. So you can just go into any Latest Foam showroom nationwide to dive into a world of colors and choices. From the sleek L-shaped V sofa, which will cost you only 3,100 Ghana cedis, you can also grab the complete V sofa set for an unbeatable price of 6,500 Ghana cedis. You have the opportunity to elevate your living space with Latest Foam as your forever partner in comfort and luxury. So please hurry, your perfect sofa awaits. Latest Foam, your partner for life.
And I just got a message from Dr. Yaosafo. He says, "Nah, the iGarage, drive time team in Kanwana."
No. This is the morning team. Drive doctor.
Dr. Safo.
Pitch your own.
Dr. Safo, grab me from our own fire. Yeah. Anyway, in today's competitive business landscape, a healthy workforce is the foundation of success. And that is why we have designed our corporate health plans to empower your employees and enhance your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, you're not just investing in insurance, you're investing in the future of your company, and our plans are tailored to meet the unique needs of your employees, providing comprehensive coverage and incomparable benefits. Our commitment goes beyond paperwork and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we stay with you all the way. Call us on 0501 515 124 or 0506 607 910, and let's serve you better. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Keep this frequency clear.
99.7.
It's the Super Morning Show. We're live on Joy 99.7 FM. It's 9 minutes after 8. Time for us to bring you Insurance Today. It's brought to you by Enterprise Insurance at 100, celebrating our legacy, securing your future. Here's Insurance Today.
Insurance Today is a public education service by Enterprise Insurance. Ensure you speak with your insurance broker or agent before making any insurance decisions.
Welcome, I'm Baba Taylor. In past episodes, we discussed few insurance principles, like utmost good faith, that demands honesty by customers and insurance companies in providing truthful, accurate, clear information. We also talked about indemnity, which aims to restore you, the insured, to your same financial position before you suffered a loss, and the compensation cannot exceed your policy limit. Today, we talk about the principle of insurable interest. This means that you must have a financial stake in the continuous existence or preservation of what is being insured, and that if a damage occurs, you would suffer a financial loss. It could be a property, an entity like a business, or even a person. Insurable interest is used to establish ownership, possession, or direct relationship to the thing being insured. For example, while someone has insurable interest in his own life, family, property, and business, he has no insurable interest in the vehicle or home of a stranger, as he cannot establish ownership of that stranger's property. Insurable interest ensures that insurance contracts are not used for gambling or defrauding. For example, if someone without insurable interest were to be sold an insurance policy on a property that he does not own, he could intentionally cause destruction of that property in order to benefit financially from the insurance claim. Without insurable interest, you really cannot buy an insurance policy. Otherwise, people would be benefiting illegally from situations where they did not suffer financial losses. We pause here today. Contact us at insurancetoday@myenterprisegroup.io or WhatsApp us at 0548 231149.
Enterprise, your advantage.
I send them, you get them. I get them, I send them.
I get them.
I pay them.
Cecilia cash. I get them. I take them. Cecilia cash.
You get them.
I send them. Cecilia cash.
I send them, you get them.
Cecilia cash.
I get them.
I buy them. I take them.
I pay them. I send them.
Cecilia cash. Cecilia Telecel Cash.
Experience the ultimate convenience of sending money on Telecel Cash. Sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is free. You can also make payments to merchants on all networks. Enjoy best value and total security with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Electroland Ghana Limited is giving its May Day promotion in all its shops and authorized dealers across Ghana. Grab a Samsung Full HD 32-inch LED TV for just 2,349 Ghana cedis. Get our discounted media tabletop fridge at 1,999 cedis. Buy a TCL UHD 4K Smart Android 55-inch LED TV at 6,299 Ghana cedis and get a free NASCO 5-burner cooker. Mayday promotion near good. Get a NASCO 90-liter top freezer at 1,699 Ghana cedis. And if you're looking for top quality dishwashers, gas hobs, chimney knots, and electric hobs, Electrolux got you with exciting discounts as well. Rush now. Terms and conditions apply. For further information, call 050-315-9739. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of luxury and affordable appliances.
I am Wahinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. Invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and receive a monthly income for the perfect retirement. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit www.oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Obrapa Ahotongwa.
Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Waikari Capital. We are a multinational fund management company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Our aim is to help our customers thrive by enabling them to achieve their lifetime financial goals while investing their funds in ways that create a positive future for them, their families, and their businesses. In this way, we help them to create the best life. Speak to us today. Call us on 050-157-7546 or 050-157-7547. Visit www.waikaricapital.com. Waikari Capital. Together towards tomorrow.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
How?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Hello, Ghana. Are you tired of the same old political rhetoric? Do you believe it is time for a change that truly represents the voices of our youth, women, and children? I present to you Nana Kwame Bediako. He is a visionary leader with a passion for making our country better through innovative industrial revolution. Together, we can change the political narrative and create a government that truly represents the interest of all citizens. Join this journey to build a better and inclusive future for all by contributing to our Save Ghana Fund campaign. Your support, no matter the amount, is not just a donation. It is an investment in the shared desire for a more prosperous prosperous, equitable, and better nation. To donate, visit www.nkb.com.gh or dial *887 *2024 #. Thank you for your support.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 90.
Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and we have a very, very important discussion coming up here on the Super Morning Show, because one of Ghana's fast-growing banks just changed its trading name and brand name. FBN Bank Ghana, which is currently Ghana's foremost bank according to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center's Club 100 ratings, is now First Bank Ghana. And it's important as customers of the bank and prospective customers to find out why this change and if our monies are in safe hands. Well, your monies definitely will be in safe hands. But to help me, get into this conversation, I have in studio the #1 brand lead for the bank, the Managing Director or Chief Executive Officer, Victor Yao Asante, with me. Mr. Asante, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston, and it's good to meet you finally.
Exactly, good to see you. Hope everything is going on well.
Everything is fantastic, and thanks for having me.
Great. So let's just understand why the change in name from FBN Bank to First Bank Ghana.
Well, it's a very simple reason. Basically, we are trying to align the brand across the markets. I mean, we have a parent, the First Bank, which basically is in Nigeria, and we have subsidiaries around the world, mostly in Africa. And we have used different names: the First Bank, the parent, and the FBN in the countries that we have operated in. The bank now turns 130 years, oldest bank in West Africa, and the bank decides that it must align all its brands in all its markets. So basically, we have changed also to reflect our parent name. So we are now First Bank.
So, I mean, help me understand. Is it a decision by the parent bank, or you decided now is the time?
I'll say the parent working with the subsidiaries. When I walked in, one of the first things I noticed was, why are we not using my parent's name? Because my parents' name is powerful. It's First Bank. It's been here 130 years, oldest bank in the sub-region, and so on. But the reasoning was that basically when you go to some countries, if you are late, the name may not necessarily be available. And specifically for Ghana, we did have a First Bank financial service with a bank with a C. So we had to work through that over the years, and it's taken a while to get to the point that we could use the name. So once we aligned all the countries' ability to do that, we all moved. So I just finished my processes, regulators, and so on and so forth. So now I can use my parent name. So we are 130 years, and it was a good time to do the name change.
Somebody would say it's so sudden. I mean, FBN Bank, and then all of a sudden, First Bank Ghana.
Well, it's not starting. Like I said, it's been coming. I mean, it's starting because the announcement has now finally happened, but it's been coming for a while. I mean, if you have a powerful name like First Bank, which connotes a whole lot of things around that what you are first in. I mean, like I said, the bank started as a British Bank of West Africa 130 years ago in Nigeria, came into Ghana as well. Standard Chartered is actually the old Standard Chartered Bank of Nigeria that became nationalized as First Bank before Standard Chartered Bank went back. So those of you who are familiar with the bank, it came into Nigeria, into Ghana, into Sierra Leone, 130 years, 126, 125 years old. So it's a name that is very powerful and exhibits the journey of the bank. So it's very useful that we have the name used all over.
Great. So let's talk about the new brand identity. What does it represent, and how does it reflect the bank's values and aspirations?
Well, I think again, first probably reflects exactly what we want to be. We want to be first in terms of first as the best bank in Ghana in all the markets that we are in. We want to be first when it comes to delivering our customer experience. We keep saying that we are client-centric. Basically, what that means is that We want to understand what will work for the customer and work for it. So these are all the things that, I mean, when we say things like you first, which is our tagline, it just basically embodies the things we think must reflect our actions. So we take it from you and say, if you are the first, then what is it that we must do to give you the things you want from your bank, your financial institution? So that's a brand promise, and that's how we live by. So every single thing about First Bank is about delivering this promise. So first never follows, first in name, first in nature. All these things we throw around are all reflections of what we aspire to be and what we want to reflect in the client's bank experience.
Let me find out from you what will change with this name change, for instance. I mean, is there going to be, say, improvement in service, technology? Is it coming with, new products? What will change?
Absolutely. Nothing is changing in terms of what we have. The branches are there, 24 branches, 4 agencies, that's 28 touch points are all there. Our service will still continue to be number one. We will continuously improve what we already offer. Those of you who are with us or have followed us will know that in the last 2-3 years, we've been very aggressive with our digital platforms, and we've rolled out a lot of digital products because it is one of the things that are very crucial in this modern banking. But having done that, we'll still continue to make sure our branches are there and opening more branches. Our branch experience will go up. So basically what I'm saying is that the core bank offering will not change. All we'll do is to continually go on with our improvements as we've been offering it until we become the bank of first choice without dispute in the country that we operate in.
Great, but just so you know, we find out, has the ownership of the bank changed?
No, ownership hasn't changed, staff haven't changed, management hasn't changed. Customers will find their own relationship managers, same place, same buildings. Of course, the buildings have all been refreshed. We have gone on a journey to make sure we have refreshed our buildings to make life comfortable for customers who choose to bank in the branches. But if you choose to bank in your homes, then you can use our digital platforms safely, very securely, and very conveniently. Nothing has changed at all, apart from the fact that we are adapting our parents' name.
Great, and I'm told that with the change in name, you have a new brand ambassador. Tell me about that.
Yes, we have. We've had a very, 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 very fulfilling relationship with our old one, Samini, who was basically the face of some of our products when we were doing our digital stuff. He did very well, like the USSD launch and all of that. We've done with him for 3 years. We decided to change the focus going forward. So this time we're looking at corporate social responsibility, sustainability, and so on. So we decided to go with Sarkodie because he has a foundation that focuses on these things, youth, entrepreneurship, and these are things that we wanted to do. So we are collaborating the foundation to do quite a few things around corporate social responsibility and sustainability.
Oh, great. Kinsak. And how's the bank going to communicate, these updates and changes to its customers? You've started already?
Yes, we started already, and thank Wisdom for giving the platform to do that. We use our social media, we use our usual client points, we meet our clients daily, all the modern tools and the traditional tools we use. So this is how we are going to do it going forward.
Great. Well, Mr. Santi, before you go, anything you want to say to your customers and maybe your Rotary Club members, of which you were the for West Africa?
Thank you. I mean, our customers, just to say thank you very much for bringing us this far. We are because you are. Like you said in your intro, we last year were number 1 in the Club 100 for financial institutions. We only got there because our customers believed in us, and we are very grateful. The promise is that the you first will continue to be what drives us. Rotary, again, is a platform we use to give back, and we're always grateful to do that. And once again, like I said, emphasis for us is how we deliver some value to our community sustainably, and that's what we are going to do, which is again in the spirit of the stuff we do at Rotary, and which basically coincides with exactly with what my bank also does. So all these things will continue to happen. And hopefully I look forward to coming back at some point. I'm very happy to have met some of the people who I wake up with every morning, Winston, Mama V, Raymond, and all of you. Every morning I listen to you, your jokes, your pressure on government, the social activities that you go on. And I have to say I've done a fantastic job. I'm happy to see everybody's shirt is on today, which means that what you focus on the last 1 month has yielded results.
Yes.
We have to keep on everybody wherever we do.
Thank you very, very much, Victor Yawasante, who is Managing Director of First Bank Ghana.
Yes, that's correct.
But for those who are not enjoying the service of First Bank, because you are the best when it comes to financial institutions in Ghana.
Yeah, come.
What do you tell them?
Come. What are you waiting for? We are coming out to you. We reach out to you. You see our food soldiers. You see our staff. And let's create an experience together. When we say we are client-centric, we mean it in many, many ways than one. And just watch this space. So we're going to do the banking, we're going to do the social move, and we are going to make sure everybody is taken along, because we must do this together. We must create profits for our shareholders, but we must also give something to the societies we live in.
Folks, you know what to do. Come along. What are you waiting for? Thank you
Thank you very much, Winston. Thank you, Joy
Victor
FMC.
Yawasante, for joining us here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I think I say we're doing this together. I thought we were gonna be for.
Vital Signs by Sonotech Medical Center. I'm Dr. Grace Bachman. Today, let's shine a spotlight on the risk factors for hypertension, which is mainly an interplay between genetics and environmental factors. First, let's talk about family history. Like a genetic melody, a family history of hypertension can increase your risk. So it's important to know your family's history. Unhealthy habits like too much salt, not having enough exercise, and a diet high in processed foods can all contribute to hypertension. And let's not forget about stress. Chronic stress can send your blood pressure soaring, so finding healthy ways to manage stress is key. Other risk factors include age, with blood pressure often increasing as we get older, as well as certain medical conditions like diabetes and kidney disease. By knowing the risk factors and making positive changes to your lifestyle, you can keep your blood pressure in harmony and your heart singing strong. Reach out to Sonotech on 0242 439 467.
For
15 years, Quick Credit has been your trusted partner in micro-lending, empowering lives and making dreams a reality. Today, we're excited to announce a new age. Quick Credit is now Bills Microcredit. Still committed to serving Ghanaians and changing lives, Bills is here to show you that everything is possible. Join us as we embrace a brighter future. Bills, financing your needs.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet Pro MFP 4303DW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 33 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work, so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi, direct printing, and intuitive touchscreen, fast and easy setup, and overall printing efficiency with a 50,000 page duty cycle. The HP Color LaserJet Pro MFP 4303DW printer is available at all Compu Ghana stores. Visit CompuGhana.com or call 0302-752-020 for more information.
This July, join the Singapore STEM Camp, open to all students from 10 to 18 years. Students will partake in STEM activities on artificial intelligence and robotics, and partake in fun activities such as the Disney Universal Studios, Singapore Zoo, and many more. Total cost is $4,000 all inclusive. Parents and schools can sign up the awards and students at www.GhanaOlympiadAcademy.com or call or WhatsApp 020-185-6818 for more details. Join us this July for the Singapore STEM Camp.
Hey, welcome back to work.
Charlie, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
Malaria really knocked you down, eh?
Charlie, no joke. Hey, fever, headache, vomiting, loss of appetite. I couldn't even eat my usual fufu.
You and fufu?
How we go do it?
I hope you got tested before the malaria treatment.
Oh, yes, I did. And thanks to Malatu, I kicked out malaria one time.
Sharp. Anyway, sorry to ruin your excitement, but your boss asked of you.
Okay.
She says she has plenty work for you.
No problem, Charlie. Strength day.
You see,
When malaria strikes, take Malatu, containing Artemether and Lumefantrine. Comes in tablet and suspension for the effective treatment of malaria in adults and children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malatu is manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as Adansi Travels and Joy FM are about to take you on an adventure of a lifetime. Imagine yourself soaring high with your favorite drive time program in the heart of South Africa. Starting from the 3rd of June, join me, Lexus Bill, and the Drive Time team as we dive into the soul of South Africa. Starting at an exclusive promo rate of $1,390, you get to choose your adventure. Whether it's the urban pulse of Joburg or the thrilling Sun City, we've got you covered. But wait, there's more. Be part of history and join us at the Legends and Legacy Ball at the Santin Convention Center, celebrating the iconic Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Call Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or visit www.adansitravels.com to secure your spot. Remember, it's more than a journey. It's an experience that will stay with you forever.
Coffee in your cup.
Stations coming up, like this one.
Free of sponsored attacks and propaganda, where those who are very rich and powerful, when you are investigating them, they tend to be able to offer some monetary incentive to even journalists, and they will consistently be attacking you, counter and false information against your outfit, all in a hope to create that impression that we are all the same. Nobody is perfect. Why are you to kill somebody or investigate somebody as if you are a saint?
You need evidence to prove criminal offense. It's not about people saying it. We cannot continue to be doing fishing. So what I'm going to do is I will send the docket that we received from the OSP to him, that there's nothing for us to do.
Anti-corruption agencies do what they're doing in public. It's very sad. And for me, reading between the lines, I see there's an attempt to cover some part of the evidence.
Because of the caliber of people we are to investigate, they are more complicated, they have more money, they have more people, they can get the best lawyers and all that. And this is a provision that would have helped us to do lifestyle audits in a better way. Currently, if we are doing a lifestyle audit, the onus lies on us throughout the entire investigation to show to the court how they committed the corruption.
It's 8:38. Now, today we will answer this question once and for all. Is it really the case that here in Ghana today, if a public officer is found to have millions of cedis, bundles of cash in her house, no institution, no law can deal with it? Is that the case? We have the right people to help us answer that question. But first, are you looking for the best experience for your mother this Mother's Day? Are you looking for a place to treat your mom and the entire family to a day of great culinary delight? If your answer is yes to these questions, then get ready to be pampered this Mother's Day at Ghana's premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel. The Mother's Day barbecue lunch experience comes to you live from the cozy Akwaba restaurant on Sunday, the 12th of May 2024. Relax and enjoy the taste of scrumptious meals by Chef Akwete and his team, with musical entertainment by Jazz and more. You can purchase their spa gift voucher for your mum and for your loved ones this season. If you want to know more, call 0302 772501. It's Mother's Day special at Labadi Beach Hotel, your CIMG hospitality facility of the year.
So imagine enjoying the urban pulse of Joburg, the scenic beauty of Cape Town, and the majestic mountains of Lesotho, or the thrilling sunset in Sun City, Mr. Aqua? Well, imagine no more, because Adansi Travels and Joy FM invite you to join Lexus Bill, yes, Nano Diasade Wamf, and the Drive Time team as they explore South Africa this June. So these are the exciting packages to choose from. 1 Joburg, 5th to 10th June, starting at $1,390 per person. Joburg and Cape Town, 6th to 13th June, at promo rate of $1,790 per person. Joburg and Sun City from the 4th to the 11th of June at 1,690 Ghana cedis per person. And Joburg and Lesotho, 4th to the 11th of June at $1,750 per person. And to crown it all, you have an opportunity to attend the Legends and Legacy Ball on the 8th of June at Sandton Convention Center in Johannesburg, with a special performance by iconic Yvonne Chaka Chaka and many other renowned artists. Don't let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity slip by or slip away from you. Seats are filling fast. Call Adansi now on 0531 008550 or 0595 500 817 or visit adansitravels.com to secure your spot. Fuel life's beauty with Adansi Travels and Joy FM in South Africa.
Now, the fourth industrial revolution is here, but what does it mean for Ghana and Africa? Join global and local leaders to address the impact of technology at the first ever Industry Engagement Forum, which is IEF 2024 by Industry Immersion Africa in collaboration with the Mastercard Foundation Ghana and the Ministry of Education through the National Service Scheme. Be part of this groundbreaking, immersive experience. The 2-day event will serve as a pivotal platform fostering dialogue and collaboration in a bid to bridge the industry academia gap, empower STEM graduates across Africa, and combat youth unemployment. The theme is Industry Driving AI and the Fourth Industrial Revolution in Africa. Collaborative pathways for digital transformation in Ghana. The date is Wednesday 22nd of May and Thursday 23rd of May 2024. Time 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. each day. This is happening at the UPSC Auditorium in Accra here. And visit iiafrica.org for more information and to register. Media partners are Joy FM, Joy News, and myjoyonline.com.
All right, well, don't forget, Kingdom Store Online awaits you. Go check out their wonderful array of office essentials, equipment, furniture, stationery, all from Kingdom Books. You can pay via Momo across all networks, and they will deliver to your home or office in very good time. Free delivery if you're in Accra or Tema. But don't forget, terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So, dear valued shareholder, it is crucial in today's dynamic market environment to stay informed about the performance and status of your shares. To facilitate this, we kindly request you to update your records with us. You can conveniently do so by visiting the nearest GCB Bank branch or by accessing our website gcb.com.gh. By keeping your records current, you enable us to provide you with timely updates and notifications related to your shares. Your investment matters to us, and we are committed to delivering reliable services that cater to your financial needs. Don't miss out on important updates that could impact your investment decisions. Take a moment to visit us today at any of our branches nationwide and ensure that your records are up to date. GCB, your bank for life.
For life is for life.
Now let me bring you some more good news you should know, right? You need to escape from the, and this is more importantly to the likes of Winston, who had been suffering in the south of this country for a very long time. Escape to Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Japa, Dubai. You have seen the rest. I'm told you have done so. Now it's time to see the very best. The very best. Take a break from work and take a break from the south. Take advice from Kojo Jansen. The Royal Cozy Hills Hotel is the place to relax, rewind, and get re-energized. It's away from the stress of the south, which is plenty. Sometimes it affects your hair too. Now this is what awaits you. Yes. Unforgettable safari experience. An amazing area of wildlife, including all the ones that you are used to, the lions, the zebras, the ostriches, among others, and using spacious and well-secure game tour vehicles or using squad bikes. Now, water sports such as jet skiing, boat or canoe rides are also available at the same place. Various family games to keep you and your family excited and entertained every single day that you stay there. There are great tourist attractions in the Upper West region, and I say this is the only place I know that when you go to the hotel and their resort, you get a tour of the entire region. The best places to see: Mushroom Rock, Slave Caves, and all of the other things that are available there. Escape from the south, yes, escape to the north. Escape to Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Japa, Dubai, for an unforgettable safari experience. So, a word to the wise, Winston. But call this number now: 050-169-4280 or 0248-844-463 for reservation or further inquiries. Now. So I'm giving that into you.
Okay, I have it. I will call them.
Please do. All right then. So look, let me tell you who we're talking to in this conversation about the Cecilia Dapaah debacle and the apparent cul-de-sac that we have all walked into as a nation in our bid to find out how an appointed public officer, a minister, ended up with bundles of cash in her house. Inusa Hussaini is a lawyer, a former MP for Tamale Central, former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, as well as Roads and Highways. He's been at both ministries. Dr. Kojo Pumpuni Asante is Director of Programs and Policy Engagement at the Ghana Center for Democratic Development, that's CDD Ghana. And Daniel Domelevo, former Auditor General, will all be heard on this important topic. If they're with us already, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Who's speaking? Is that Raymond or Winston?
Well, we're all here. Kojo, Winston, Raymond, everyone.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning to you, sir. And of course, we'll be hearing more from our guest in a moment. But first, let's hear a quick wrap of all the views that have been shared so far by the necessary parties on this Cecilia Dapaah matter.
The Office of the Special Prosecutor Act, they took something very key out of it, which in implementing our law, we've discovered that it shouldn't have been done, which is what we call the Unexplained Wealth Order. It was taken out of the OSP Act, and it's a very problematic matter for us because of the caliber of people we are to investigate. They are more complicated, they have more money, they have more people, they can get the best lawyers and all that. And this is a provision that would have helped us to do lifestyle audits in a better way. Currently, if we are doing a lifestyle audit, the onus lies on us throughout the entire investigation to show to the court how they committed the corruption. But if we have this, we are sure that when we're able to prove that your lawful income does not match your assets, then the burden shifts to you. We don't have that. And then we've also highlighted poor collaboration among law enforcement and anti-corruption agencies. We've started something, but we think that it can be much, much, much better. And then we also face sponsored attacks and propaganda, where those who are very rich and powerful, when you are investigating them, they tend to be able to offer some monetary incentive to even journalists, and they will consistently be attacking you, counter and false information against your outfit, all in a hope to create that impression that we are all the same. Nobody is perfect. Why are you to kill somebody or investigate somebody as if you are a saint? But the idea is that those of us in the anti-corruption industry are not saints. We're just trying to go by the law. And then the other problem is the problem that almost every anti-corruption agency faces, which is funding. Reflection.
When the docket was referred to us, you mean Madam Cecilia Dapaah's case, the docket was referred to us because in the opinion of the special prosecutor, it borders on money laundering. We requested for the basis of the SP coming out with that conclusion that enabled him to say that we should continue. We requested for that, we didn't get, maybe as at now we haven't received any response. And we sat down to review the whole docket. At the end of the day, we realized that we couldn't find our way clearer. Most of the time, when you finish your docket, you can send it to Attorney General's office for advice. But this is not something that we send for advice because we couldn't even find our way. We didn't see our way clearer. So we wanted the Attorney General to look at what we've done and direct as to the way forward. Remember, before the docket was referred to us, the source of the money had already been referred to the Criminal Investigation Department. The Attorney General had directed the CID to look at the source of the money. So having reviewed the document that we received from ASP, we didn't see any offense, predicate offense, from which we'll proceed our investigation on. So we requested direction from the Office of the Attorney General. You need evidence to prove criminal offense. It's not about people saying it. Saying that somebody is corrupt, there's so much corruption, that one doesn't solve any problem. Whatever that we would have done had already been directed at the CID to do. We cannot continue to be doing fishing. It's like we don't even know what you are looking for. You just go about looking for something that you yourself, you are not even sure. So what I'm going to do is that with the AG's advice, I will send the docket that we received from the OSP to him, that there's nothing for us to do.
A portion of the inquiry was entrusted to the FBI due to allegations suggesting involvement of transfer of funds to the United States. So I think that this clearly settles the issue that insofar as the funds located in Madame Cecilia Dapaah's house were concerned, insofar as even lodgements into her account locally were concerned, and insofar as the sums that were seized by the OSP were concerned. There was clearly no direct or immediate evidence of corruption, and that is not me stating this. This is the special prosecutor himself, clearing Madame Cecilia Dapaah. So the record must reflect the point that the OSP properly seized with the jurisdiction to investigate, or seized with the mandate to investigate corruption and corruption-related offences, after conducting an elaborate inquiry, cleared Madame Cecilia Dapaah of corruption as the OSP. So why is the CED now trying to suggest that they are saying General now has cleared anybody of corruption? EOCO never investigated for corruption. So the public must understand clearly that the OSP only gave a narrow remit to EOCO to investigate for money laundering in respect of the funds that were allegedly transferred into the country. I think the fundamental question that ought to be asked: what were the specific findings of the OSP in relation to the transfers to the United States of America?
All right. Inusaf Hussein is a lawyer, former MP for Tamale Central, former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, as well as Roads and Highways. Dr. Kojo Pumpuni Asante is Director of Programs and Policy Engagement at Ghana Center for Democratic Development, CDD to you and I, and you and me, sorry. And Daniel Domelevo is former Auditor General of the Republic of Ghana. Now, Dr. Asante, I know you have a meeting very soon, so I want to start, with you and get your thoughts on record so that you can move to your meeting. Now, for me, the center of this matter is this apparent cul-de-sac that we have all walked into, where it looks like there is no way to progress in this simple matter of where did a minister find all that money, or where did a minister get all that money. Now, the accusations are flying back and forth. At the moment, the last institution to have been tasked with this was EOCO. The suggestion by civil society is that EOCO didn't do a good enough job. Well, how do we know this? What is it that was in that docket that we believe EOCO could have used that they failed to use?
Yeah. Good morning, Kojo, and good morning to everybody, Mama V, Winston, all of you there. Yes. So, before I answer that question, I think for me, something that we should not forget. You see, and when you play the Attorney General's commentary on the matter, he seems to hang on the fact that the special prosecutor in his initial investigation did not find any corruption or corruption-related offenses against Madam Cecilia Dapaah, and therefore, from his point of view, Madam Cecilia Dapaah has been cleared of corruption. I really am not persuaded by that conclusion, because I think we have to focus on the obvious and commonsensical fact that we know as of now, which still up to today we don't have any answers to. Almost $1 million was allegedly stolen from Madam Dapaah's house in cash. 300,000 euros as well. And then later, when the special prosecutor undertook searches to a house, almost $590,000 and some 2-point-something million cedis was also found in the houses that were searched. Now, under any circumstances, it should raise all kinds of suspicions as to where these monies have come from. We understand that the CID was tasked to determine the source of the matter. We still don't know. Madam Cecilia Dapaah herself has not come out to say these are the genuine, activities or financial activities that have been undertaken, and these are the incomes, and that's why these monies are there. So explanation is that that her brother, some of the money belongs to her brother who is deceased, and that some of them were funeral donations. of course, I expect any investigative body to go and test, that particular theory, right? I have not heard anybody said that Madam Dapaah's or asset declaration forms have been accessed, and that these were the things that she stated in terms of assets and liabilities, and they match whatever we have discovered. So, for me, if anybody is saying, "Oh, case closed," because the OSP has said he didn't find any corruption case, and now EOCO is saying they cannot investigate money laundering, then we should close the matter. I think even from a government that made, fighting corruption a key issue from 2016, set up the OSP, and has touted its investment with these agencies, there is every reason why we still have to have an explanation, a genuine one that can be verified as to the sources of this money. And for me, once that is not resolved, nobody can say that, "Oh, Madam Dapaah has been cleared and we should walk away." Right now, let me deal with your subject matter about the EOCO matter. So I understand Madam Tiwa's frustration that she asked for further information and she was not getting it, and therefore she could not determine any predicate, cases. Well, as far as I know, and I'm not a prosecutor or an investigator, but even when the EOCO go and bust people who are engaged in 419 or any of these fraud things, or they do organized crime, they still have to investigate those predicate offenses and determine that an offense has actually happened, and then raise the money laundering matter. You have to still investigate. So if you have a docket that has statements and all kinds of people making statements relating to the money, even if you are not sure, you know that the CID is investigating the sources of income. I'm sure EOCO should be interested beyond even the referral as to the real fact that these monies were found, even from an organized, crime point of view, because some of the monies were found in envelopes, small envelopes. One would be asking, how are these transactions being made? So for me, I still think more could have been done. We can raise questions about all the different agencies and what they are lacking, and ultimately even the Attorney General, who has all kinds of supervisory jurisdiction over all these institutions. What is the Attorney General doing? Because it's like, I can't even call this agency to say, why haven't you sent the report? Or I can't do this. It's like, everybody's passing the buck. So I would just say that from where I stand, as far as I understand, Ghanaians are giving any credible information as to the sources of this income for us to say that, if you say that there is no corruption, then we have a counter information that clearly substantiates that, there's no corruption, so we can walk away. But if you say, there's no corruption, and yet there are clear questions to be asked about the money found, then we all leave this place inconclusive. And the reputation of Madam Dapaah herself, is still in question.
Right.
So I feel that, for me, if in the eyes of the AG, this matter is clear, I don't see it as such. There are clear questions that I think any Ghanaian will be asking as to the sources of this income. And if her asset declaration have not, we really need to get to this, and we don't understand why that cannot be retrieved.
Okay, now the money laundering the offense of money laundering, which the special prosecutor suggested that EOCO should, investigate Cecilia Dapaah for, has a definition in the law.
Yes,
it says,
and I think you went through in the morning.
I did. So you remember the thing about unlawful activity,
tainted man.
Yes. Now I went through the list of unlawful activity, which must exist in order for the money laundering, offense to even be possible. And there are several things here. 25 of them. I can't go through all of them, but I'll give a few examples. So, participation in an organized criminal group and racketeering, terrorism and terrorist financing, trafficking of human beings and migrant smuggling, sexual exploitation, robbery, smuggling, forgery, piracy, of course, corruption. All of these are examples of the pre-existing offense that would make money laundering possible. But you will notice that not all of these offenses are offenses that fall under the ambit of EOCO.
Yeah, sure.
Robbery, for example, armed robbery, bank robbery, theft, piracy. These are not things EOCO would investigate. Now, we don't know where this money came from.
Sure.
We don't know whether Cecilia Dapaah robbed banks or whether she was involved in piracy. We don't know.
Sure.
So is it fair to expect EOCO to be the sole institution that is looking into this? What happened to the Attorney General's advice to CID to find out the source of the money?
Yes, and that's why I thought that even in the matter that EOCO raised about predicate offenses, even if it was going to wait to see if anybody has found any predicate offenses, it would have reached out to CID that you have been also following the sources of the money for the last 8 months. Can you share with me what you have found? So that I can also satisfy myself that there are no predicate offenses, and therefore it's very difficult for me to pursue. Or I might come to this that, based on your investigation, there's really nothing I can pursue. Right? It suggests what I am a bit frustrated about is that it's where is the original mandate and interest of all these institutions to go after the fact that whatever this scenario looks like, there is clear suspicion. We need to satisfy ourselves that there's nothing untoward, because I think Madam Dapaah also deserves to clear her name if somebody is alleging that something has happened. I would have expected by now that this was found at the time that she was a minister, and therefore there's even a bigger duty on her to communicate to the public that these are all my documentation that clearly shows that these monies are legitimate. We haven't heard anything on that up to this point. So we are going around in circle. So the last thing I would say is that we try to work in the past to try and develop protocols for coordination, between the anti-corruption agencies. I think Shrad led that over a number of years. We couldn't come to clear. I think that those protocols are important. How the agencies can collaborate, because this obviously doesn't help anybody. It can only help those who intend to take the public's money, because then we all have inconclusive, investigations or whatever, and then the person can walk away. Right. So I think it's something that we have to come back to these issues, and I hope that going forward. But on the matter of the current case of Madam Cecilia Dapaah, I don't think anybody can tell me that now it's done. The person has been cleared across it, so we can all move on. I think the Attorney General still has a responsibility to ensure that we get a full, credible explanation as to the sources of the money.
Okay, thank you very much. I know you have a meeting, so I'll say a big thank you to you.
Thank you
so
very
you can
much.
take leave of us. And now we have Mr. Inusaf Hussaini and Mr. Domelevo still with us. I'll start with you, Mr. Domelevo. So are we saying that in 2024, even with the addition of yet another institution to fight corruption, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, that in Ghana today, we still are unable to find the right law or the right institution to prosecute a minister who admits to having bundles of cash in her house and hasn't satisfactorily explained its source?
Thank you very much, and good morning to my friends in the studio and your listeners. In substance, that is what we are saying. What we are saying is that, yes, we have EOCO, we have the police, we have the OSP, we have the Attorney General, but we seem not to know who exactly is responsible for the issues at hand. And I cannot agree more with my earlier suggestion that we have to merge these institutions. The creation of additional institutions by itself does not help us in fighting corruption and corruption-related offenses. And I have also admonished that fruitless and wasteful spending must be stopped, because fruitless and wasteful expenditure denies the citizens the benefits of public funds, just as corruption. So we must be minded about that. On that premise, I would like to say, I disagree with the three institutions, to be honest with you. First and foremost, OSP. I don't think the investigation done by OSP was money funded, money from their pockets. It was public funds, and they were doing the investigations in the public interest. So whatever information is available to them, which can aid the EOCO office to do their work, I think they should have made that available. So to keep it away from EOCO, I think that is not right. In fact, when I was in office as the Auditor General, there was a lot of collaboration between the OSP and my office as the Office of the Auditor General. And we shared a lot of information. In fact, to the extent that in some cases, Honorable Matiamidu came to my office directly with the information. And I also, on several occasions, went to him directly, because we said this is so sensitive that we don't want to pass it even through our deputies or our staff. So we share this information at the higher level. So to keep some information which was gathered at the expense of the taxpayer away from another government institution, so you to go and start your own investigation, I find it as a wasteful and fruitless. So we must try and eschew that. So that is the side of the OSP. How that said, I think given the profile of the person involved and the national interest in this case, I don't think the non-availability or the non-release of that information to EOCO should be a ground to say that because of that, we are discontinuing the case. Because if I had gone to EOCO and said, I suspect Madam Cecilia Dapaah of money laundering, they would have done their investigations, done nothing. So I think they should have still gone ahead to do their investigation. My biggest disappointment comes from the Attorney General, because under Article 88, all crimes in this country, or the country Ghana, is to be determined by the Attorney General. So by virtue of the constitutional mandate he has, more or less, all these institutions fall under him. Instead of him writing a letter to say, look, you didn't get information from this person, so discontinue this. I thought he should have called OSP and called Madam Tiwa and say, look, guys, you are working in the public interest. What information do you need from OSP? OSP, what stops you from providing this information? Please go ahead. He should have mediated and ensure that we brought this information to EOCO and the investigation went ahead. But the truth of the matter is that the lack of collaboration between or among these anti-corruption agencies is not serving the national interest at all. So there's time from my point of view to review these laws, merge these institutions and their mandate, everything, because even merging them will save us a lot of money. Kwejo, can you imagine how much it will cost us if you are going to decentralize the office of the special prosecutor to all the regions and the districts? It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if we merge them, that office and that of EOCO, which already have regional and district offices, it will be a lot of savings for us. So if it is the mandate which is not enough, let's expand the mandate, put them together, there will be more resource, and they do better work than what they are telling us. It's very regrettable where we have gotten to. Thank you.
enough blame to go around. That's Mr. Daniel Domelevu's take on it. Mr. Inusaf Husseini, let me ask a practical question here. You have been a minister. Can you think of any legal reason why you would have bundles of cash in different currencies in your home?
Well, there cannot be any legal reason, especially being a public officer. You not only are under a duty to obey the law, you are also under a moral responsibility to show how things can be done properly, to lead. And as a public officer, if monies come to you legally while in the office as a public officer, the place to keep those monies are in the bank. And so when such monies are found in your home, it raises a prima facie case on the face of the find that you have been engaged in some form of illegality or unlawful activity. And so there cannot be any justification for a public officer keeping huge sums of money at home. That raises suspicion, that raises issues.
But at this point, I mean, is there even a way forward? The docket has been returned to the Office of the Special Prosecutor, an office that has already determined that they can't find anything under their mandate to charge Madam Cecilia Dapaah with. So really, is there any way forward?
Well, I think that your question you should be asking yourself and Ghanaian is whether the issue on the source of the money found in Cecilia Dapaah's home has been answered. Has the question been answered? Because all these attempts to freeze his assets, her assets, to seize her home, to engage the FBI, to send the matter to EOCO, was to answer the germane question: what is the source of this money? Have we answered that question? No. And so Ghanaians clearly are dissatisfied with the way the money and the issues surrounding the discovery of huge sums of money in both Cecilia Dapaah's home and in her accounts problematic. And so for me, I think that what is happening is clearly a symptom of a broken system, a dysfunctional system, a system that is not willing to communicate to each other, a system that is putting personal idiosyncratic interests above the national interest. And if you don't fight corruption in silos, and you don't fight a tough war when you are fighting corruption. You collaborate to throw some light on corrupt activities. So for me, as much as the Office of the Special Prosecutor refused or neglected to find the unlawful activity, which is called a predicate offense, in the monies that was found at Cecilia Dapaah's home, and the fact that he divulged himself of responsibility of investigating the source and only transferred the docket to EOCO to investigate an issue or a case of money laundering against Cecilia Dapaah is worrying, is disturbing. Now, after that, I know from my understanding of money laundering and the discussions that went on into passing the law, that money laundering is a derivative offense. But according to the FATF rule, that's the Financial Action Task Force rule, you can't fight corruption if you continue to place the burden of providing evidence on the prosecution. And so in the law, in the Money Laundering Act, Section 1.3 is consistent with the FATF rules, that is Financial Action Task Force rules, that shifts the responsibility to the person with whom the money is found to provide the source, to explain the source of the money. And that provision, Section 1.3 of the Money Laundering Act, is consistent with Article 2864 of our Constitution, which places the burden, the responsibility of showing the source of money or property found in the possession of a public officer, which was not declared at the time that public officer was taking office, to furnish the authorities of the sources of the money. And money laundering, I don't know, you didn't read all the offenses. Tax evasion itself is money laundering. And can give rise to money laundering. And so that is why I am surprised in all this talk. You hardly hear the GRA show interest in this matter. If Cecilia Dapaah said she was engaged in lawful activity, if Cecilia Dapaah says that she received donations, if she says that she received gifts, in this country, we have got a gift tax law. In this country, we have got laws that regulate the conduct of businesses and taxes to be paid on profits made. So is the GRA not interested in seeing whether or not Cecilia Dapaah, if at all she engaged in lawful activity, had to pay tax? So I see that we are working in circles because our institutions are working in silos. There is some kind of theft war going on. And theft or war only benefits the corrupt. They play one institution against the other. As for the Attorney General, I don't know what he has done in this matter, because he simply added more opaqueness to the issue of Cecilia Dapaah. Clearly, when the president wrote a letter to Cecilia Dapaah indicating that she will be vindicated at the end of the trial, this was the outcome that the president envisaged, that the special prosecutor will botch the investigation, that the EOCO will not carry through the investigations, and that the Attorney General will do the bidding of the president. And I'm not saying this lightly. I'm saying this because in the 2016 manifesto of the MPP, the justification for creating the office of the special prosecutor was provided in the manifesto, stating that an attorney general cannot prosecute one of their own. The attorney general sits in cabinet with collect ministers, so it becomes very difficult for an attorney general to prosecute a corrupt minister of state. Now, when the special prosecutor transferred the matter to EOCO, I was left in no doubt that, like we say in Hausa, Mangana Yabutu, the case was dead. Because the office of the Economic and Organized Crime Office is an agency of the Attorney General's office. Cecilia Dapaah was a minister. And if MPP in 2016 said Attorney General could not prosecute his colleagues because they sit in cabinet together, then the transferring of the case to the EOCO, if you want, we can say was premeditated, was the final nail in the coffin of corruption.
Mr. Fuseni, there are some who argue that actually at this point, our only hope or the only outstanding aspect of this case that is still awaiting closure is the instruction from the Attorney General to CID to find the source of Cecilia Dapaah's money in relation to the theft case brought against her house helps. The CID wrote to him for advice, and he instructed them to find out the source of the money. At the moment, that is the only part of this that is yet to be concluded. Would you not agree that that is the only hope we have now from the Attorney General's office?
That is no hope. Why? Because the CID, the Criminal Investigations Department, is dealing with a case of theft. It doesn't matter where the money has come from. They are saying that the money was the property of Cecilia Dapaah and the husband. Somebody with their consent took the money and appropriated the money to themselves. And so they are prosecuting a case of theft. They have no responsibility to determine the source of the money.
But they've been instructed to do so by the Attorney General. Can they refuse?
Well, if you don't have responsibility to find the source of the money and you have been instructed, it is only moral suasion that if you want, you carry it out.
All right.
Yes, but
Winston has a question.
Honorable Minister Fuseni, so
yes,
EOCO can still go back because I'm just learning. I mean, I have learned that the Office of the Special Prosecutor provided tax records to EOCO. We're talking about tax evasion. They provided these records to EOCO and said, this is what we have found. There are no tax records. Can't EOCO, based on this, go back and open investigations again?
Well, I don't think that EOCO is right when it says that the OSP did not provide us with the evidence that we needed to prosecute for money laundering. EOCO has responsibility under the money laundering act to prosecute money laundering. It doesn't matter whether that case, that money laundering has a predicate offense or not. In fact, Section 1.3 doesn't require a predicate offense to prosecute for money laundering.
If I can read Section 1.3.
Let me put it this way. It doesn't require a conviction of a predicate offense to try for money laundering. And so, yes, for me, if you look at Section 1.3 and Article 286, nothing, and as it says, nothing stops the EOCO from starting fresh investigations into this matter. And they will need the collaboration of the Auditor General because read Article 2864. Any property or asset, delete property or asset and put the money and valuables found in Cecilia Dapaah's home. Of a public officer, delete public officer and put Cecilia Dapaah, which was not declared before. Bring out her declaration sheet and see whether those things were there. That is the beginning, and it is EOCO which can do that.
Right. Mr. Domolevo, now the asset declaration issue has come up again. And I mean, there have been constant criticisms of how this law was written and how, prohibitive it is. Do these institutions face some real difficulties here if they want to access whatever was put in that envelope in order to further their investigations? Do we still have Mr. Domolevo with us?
Yes, you have me. Sorry, I did not unmute.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
all right.
I was talking to myself.
Sorry.
I was going to say that if you read the Article 286 that Honorable Inusa Fuseni talked about, it provides that the asset declaration must be made available to some investigating bodies as well as the court if needed. So if Honorable Cecilia Dapaah actually declared these assets and her liabilities when she was in office, the Auditor General cannot keep this information away from the investigating authorities. When I was in office, on several occasions, they wrote to say they needed that information and the information was made available. But let me agree with you to say that I keep saying the asset declaration system in Ghana is a joke. It's complete joke. You see, the law is that declare your assets before taking office. So why is it that if you take office or if we find you in office and you have not declared the asset, the next natural consequence from me should be that leave office. You should be sacked from your office. Not anything less, not anything more. But then you find most of the cases which went to trial, they were being treated with kid gloves and massage at the back and say, oh, it's okay, you can declare it later on, etc. So I think that law is itself a problem. That's why I earlier on made a call that we may have to look at the legal framework again and maybe fill in the gaps that are there and consolidate or put together most of these laws as well as the institutions. As far as I am concerned, I'm still not convinced why we should have so many anti-graft institutions and we are not making progress. And like you said earlier on that there is lack of collaboration. It is not only lack of collaboration. If you actually were in my shoes when I was Auditor General, it's not only that we don't collaborate. At times we fight each other. When in the course of an audit, you will notice that EOCO has gone in to take all the documents because they know that the audit is coming on. They were saying, I remember National Health Insurance. I have to threaten that we will go to court against EOCO before they release the documents for us to continue with our audit. So at times you see that we are fighting each other, and government uses the one which is friendly to them to fight the other institutions when they find the need. That's the reason why you get the country, or you and I, we are not getting the benefit of these institutions. Hence my call, and I'll continue repeating it, that we don't need these plenty institutions. We should put them together, consolidate the mandate, and if there are any gaps, we should fill it, and let us get proper use of these institutions. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, we're talking to Daniel Domelevo, former Auditor General. That's the last voice you heard. Inusaf Hussein is also with us. He's a lawyer, former MP for Tamale Central, and he used to be Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and before that, Roads and Highways. We're going to take a few messages from our partners. When we come back, a couple of questions on my mind. First of all, if I'm a Ghanaian and this matter really upsets me, what can I do? What are my options at this point? Also, how about Parliament? Should they be interested in this? Should they be weighing in, and how? These two issues when we come back.
The Electoral Commission is making preparations for a limited voters registration exercise from Tuesday 7th May to Monday 27th May 2024 to enable citizens who have turned 18 years or persons who could not register in the previous registration exercise to visit their district offices of the Commission, selected electoral areas and public universities to register to vote in the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections on December 7th, 2024. For inclusion in Ghana's voters register, you need to present your Ghana card or a valid passport and residential digital address. However, applicants who do not have any of the aforementioned documents are required to bring two people who are already registered voters to guarantee their registration. Replacement of lost voter ID cards, application for transfer of votes, and application for proxy voting will start from Thursday 30th May and end on Friday 14 June 2024. Please be informed that it is a criminal offense for a guarantor to guarantee for more than 10 people during the registration period. Persons who violate this will be prosecuted. The voters' registration exercise is part of efforts to ensure free, fair, credible, transparent and peaceful elections in Ghana. Register to vote. Your vote is your future.
Register to vote. Your vote is your future.
It's another season of love. This Mother's Day, Ghana's premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel, brings you the Mother's Day experience.
Treat mom or the family to the best barbecue lunch in the cozy Aquaba restaurant on Sunday, 12 May 2024 with entertainment by Jazz and more. Our ever-smiling hostesses will make you feel very special. For her wellness and relaxation, buy your mom our spa gift voucher made with love with full body aromatherapy massage and classic pedicure at a cool price. It's Mother's Day special. Let's celebrate your mom at Labadi Beach Hotel, for she deserves it. For enquiries and reservations, please call 0302-772-501 or 0540-109995. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mama.
Sweet mother, I no go forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me.
Usually, we get special treatment only on our birthday. But imagine getting a special package every single day. That's what AT's Daily Deals gives you. You get unique voice and data deals exclusive to you. What's even better is it's affordable, reliable, and available. Start experiencing AT's Daily Deals. Dial *533# today and every single day. When you do, you'll unlock exclusive data and voice packages valid for 24 hours. Come on, people, jump on the AT Daily Deals train. When you're with dealer now. Dial *533# now and access awesome data and voice deals only from AT. Life is simple.
You worked hard for your money, and DSTV gives you a whole lot more for a lot less than you think. Instead of one takeout dinner, how about treating the family to a whole month of the best entertainment with DSTV? From thrilling sports, blockbusters, captivating series, to entertaining kid shows, we have it all.
Totally awesome.
And with DSTV Stream, you can watch on the go.
I'm here.
Plus, you can choose a package to suit your pocket. There's a whole lot more to enjoy for a lot less than you think with DSTV.
There's someone who's always been there for you through the good times and the tough times. The one who makes everything feel just a little better with a hug, a word of advice, a comforting meal, or just her company. It's your mother, the one who shapes your life in ways you often don't even realize. At Joy FM, we believe that Mother's Day is the perfect time to give back some of the love she's given to you. That's why we're inviting you to share your stories of gratitude in our Thank You Mommy promo this Mother's Day. In a few words, tell us about the sacrifices she's made, the care she's provided, and the moments that have made her so special to you. From the 1st of May to the 12th of May 2024, submit your entries via WhatsApp to 055-969-1797 with the hashtag Thank You Mother, celebrating the woman who's done so much for you. Let's come together to honor our mothers, those irreplaceable pillars of strength and love. Join us in making this Mother's Day a time to remember. Thank You Mommy is powered by Joy FM and sponsored by Woodine, the creator.
Mama, you know I love you.
Yeah, Sydney, je suis arrivé. Qu'est-ce que la nation soit sur les Ghana? Arrêtez le babadage. C'est moi, le tu.
Coffee in your cup. Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best man. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Man and Morris, Babyface, what we say now?
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show. It's 9:34, and we've been having a conversation. We first heard from Dr. Kojo Pumpuni Asante of CDD. He had to leave, but we still have Daniel Domelevo, former Auditor General, and Inusaf Hussaini, who's a lawyer, former MP, and former minister. All right, let's wrap this up. Mr. Hussaini, I mean, you used to be in Parliament. At this point, is there something that perhaps the House of Representatives can do? Is there something they can do to move this matter forward, keep it alive?
Well, I think that, one, the question time, the House of Representatives, a member of Parliament can invite, can file a question in Parliament for the Attorney General to appear before Parliament to answer the question as why the prosecution or investigation of Cecilia Dapaah is not continuing. Now, Parliament itself, because of the national interest involved in this matter, the public interest, can set up a committee. Motion can be moved in Parliament for a committee to be set up for the investigation of this matter. And three, I basically think that Parliament itself has a greater role to play. We've had the Office of the Special Prosecutor say that it appears his law is deficient in certain respects. So Parliament can look at it, and a private member's motion can be filed to close the gap in the law that has made it impossible or near impossible for the Office of the Special Prosecutor to carry out its work.
Right. Would you advise your former colleagues in Parliament, the minority, to actually pursue any or all of these options?
Well, it is in the public interest, and the standing orders and the Constitution and the conventions of Parliament may pride public interest. It makes public interest the most ultimate matter to aspire to achieve. And so, if public interest is what is going to drive this thing and is driving this thing, I think the Parliament must show concern in what is happening, because it appears that, like you introduced this topic, we have reached a cul-de-sac, a road leading to nowhere, and Parliament must break the jails. Parliament must come in and break the ice and ensure that this matter is brought to a finality.
Thank you for that. Mr. Domolevo, what's your prediction? Do you believe that this Cecilia Dapaah matter will ever be satisfactorily investigated?
I don't believe at all. I don't believe. And if you heard the Honorable Fuseni, I expressed the same opinion some time ago about why did the president find it necessary to predict what the outcome of the investigation was going to be. So he knew what was going to happen even before the lady could be discharged of her duty. So I think, personally, I don't think anything is going to happen. But at the minimum, these institutions, they are public institutions and they owe us explanations. Their letters are not enough. That's why we keep talking and asking questions. The OSP should avail himself. Mamitiwa should avail herself. The Attorney General should avail himself, so that they can speak to these issues for the public to gain understanding that, yes, you have done all that you can or you could, and there is nothing outstanding. Otherwise, they've left so many question marks behind, which is not good for their image and is not good for the country. It is good they come out. And I even heard somebody saying that even the Auditor General also refused making the asset declaration information available to the OSP. I don't know how true this is. But if that is the case, I think there's the need to amend the OSP law and give him the access to that information. Because you see, when the asset declaration law was being passed, OSP was not there. So if you are going to say your name is not there, so I'll not give you, then we may have to amend the law to provide for other investigating bodies. But I go back to my earlier point. Let's put these institutions together. Too many of them are all overheads on the public funds. Let's put them together so that we can get a good result or benefit or value for our money. Currently, they are not providing value for money, and that by is as bad as the corruption and etc. that they are fighting. Thank you.
Now, for purposes of clarity, which institutions should we put together?
At the minimum, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, as well as EOCO. I think these two institutions should not coexist. They should be one. The mandate should be consolidated. The institutions should come together. And it will save us money, because currently OSP is operating largely from Accra. Very soon they are going to submit a claim for regional and district officers. And can you imagine how much it will cost the taxpayer? So if we merge these two institutions and increase the mandate, fill in the gaps, I think that will provide us better value for money than just creating institutions which are also overhead on the public funds. Thank you.
What about FIC?
Of course, I've forgotten about them. They should all be part of it, yes. Obviously. And even you know that the Constitution also created Shraj, Commission for Human Rights, also has mandate in corruption.
Yes.
So we have so many institutions with these mandates. We should try and see if we can reduce them to 1 or 2.
I want to say a big thank you to our guests this morning. Inusaf Hussaini is a lawyer, former MP for Tamale Central, and he used to be Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, as well as Minister for Roads and Highways at some point. Daniel Domolevu used to be our Auditor General for the Republic of Ghana. And earlier we heard from Dr. Kojo Pumpuni Asante, Director of Programs and Policy Engagement at the Ghana Center for Democratic Development at CDD Ghana. Thank you for your time with us this morning, gentlemen. We'll take some messages. We'll be back after these.
African money, oga de chop am fuga fuga. Ile chop am nyanga nyanga. Oga de chop am nyafu 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 nyafu. Wa wa wa. Oga de chop am nya. Ile chop am fuga fuga. Oga de chop am nyanga 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 nyanga. Boom boom boom. Oga de chop am wa.
Think about it. You can either go out to watch one game at your local and pay for the bumpy, stuffy ride there. Then the food. Then the drinks with a 12,000% markup. And a new team jersey cause some drunk spilled red wine all over you. Or you can pay once right on your phone and watch 42 live Premier League games over a whole month. For unbeatable value for money entertainment, there's only one way to go. Go TV. Love it.
Dive into a new era of news consumption with myjoyonline.com, your go-to destination for cutting-edge journalism, giving you the most credible stories from business to politics and from sports to entertainment. Myjoyonline.com introduces an upgraded news website meticulously designed to empower you with an enriched browsing experience like never before. Experience the future of news browsing with myjoyonline.com.
It's another season of love. This Mother's Day, Ghana's premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel, brings you the Mother's Day experience. Treat Mama the family to the best barbecue lunch in the cozy Aquaba restaurant on Sunday, 12 May 2024, with entertainment by Jazz and more. Our ever-smiling hostesses will make you feel very special. For her wellness and relaxation, buy your mom our spa gift voucher made with love, with full body aromatherapy massage and classic pedicure at a cool price. It's Mother's Day special. Let's celebrate your mom at Labadi Beach Hotel, for she deserves it. For enquiries and reservations, please call 0302-772-501 or 0540-109995. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mama.
Sweet mother, I not gonna forget you for this summer way you suffer for me.
Never didn't have you by my side. There's someone who's always been there for you through the good times and the tough times. The one who makes everything feel just a little better with a hug, a word of advice, a comforting meal, or just her company. It's your mother, the one who shapes your life in ways you often don't even realize. At Joy FM, we believe that Mother's Day is the perfect time to give back some of the love she's given to you. That's why we're inviting you to share your stories of gratitude in our Thank You Mommy promo this Mother's Day. In a few words, tell us about the sacrifices she's made, the care she's provided, and the moments that have made her so special to you. From the 1st of May to the 12th of May 2024, submit your entries via WhatsApp to 055-969-1797 with the hashtag #ThankYouMother, celebrating the woman who's done so much for you. Let's come together to honor our mothers, those irreplaceable pillars of strength and love. Join us in making this Mother's Day a time to remember. Thank You Mommy is powered by Joy FM and sponsored by Woodine, the creator.
Mama, you know I love you.
Showtime! Good life time! Paddy, how is your good life?
Hey, before you attack that sumptuous variety of foods with Toto, do yourself a favor.
Wash your hands with soap under running water, your bowl before you eat, and at all other critical moments. That is,
before you cook, after you visit the toilet, change your baby's diaper,
and when you return home from anywhere.
Let's all come aboard Good Life by washing our hands with soap under running water and at all other critical moments to keep the germs away from our family. Good Life, live it well. It's an everyday thing. Good Life from Ghana Health Service and partners with support from USAID.
Imagine going to your favorite wache joint and Amalia tells you, Boss, wale is finished, curry is finished, and shit or cry is finished. So that thing can pain. Now compare that feeling to having everything you want on your wache with le, gari, and plenty shit off peche like that. Just like that soche wache, that's exactly what Aquaba Magic gives you. Enjoy rich Ghanaian stories like the second season of the legendary Inspector Bediako, the captivating Madame, and so much more on DSTV channel 150 and GoTV channel 102. Aquaba Magic, dear. Enjoyment and kazankasa. Now available on DSTV Access and GoTV Plus. Aquaba Magic, Ghana's most loved storyteller.
I've been watching you. A la 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 long. A la 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 long, long.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. Enjoy 99.7 FM.
I saw you smile.
Long. Okay, now listen. During the month
on what?
long.
What's it? Long.
Long. How many la's in there? Long. Anyway, during the month of May, Joy FM is giving you the opportunity to express your gratitude to the woman who has been there for you through thick and thin and has impacted your life in numerous ways. In our Thank You Mummy promotion, you get to share your stories of gratitude with us from the 1st until the 12th of May, telling us in just a few words about the sacrifices she has made, the care she has provided, and the moments that have made her so special to you. You can submit your stories via WhatsApp to 055 969 1797. So whether it's a touching memory, a moment of courage, or a simple gesture that made all the difference, we want to hear from you. Thank You Mummy is powered by Joy FM and sponsored by Woodin Le Créateur.
And looking for a smarter and more convenient way to stay connected? Then it's time to live seamlessly with MTN eSIM. Now you don't have to carry multiple phones around because with MTN eSIM you can have multiple numbers linked to just one smartphone. Just dial star #06# to check your phone's eligibility. Download my MTN app or visit MTN website to request your eSIM. You can also visit any of our service centers nationwide to get easy hands-on assistance. Go seamless with MTN eSIM for convenience and seamless connectivity. So what are we doing today?
Now, you're looking for the best experience for your mother this Mother's Day. Stop that behavior, and I'm admonishing you of going to your mother, go and sit by her and forcing her to cook for you. Yes. Mother Day, then she's the one working too, still delivering the food for you. You should look for a place to treat your mom and the entire family to a day of great culinary delight. Well, if your answer is yes to some of these questions and you have listened to me clearly and you are happy that you are going to do something different, get ready to be pampered this Mother's Day at Ghana's premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel. The Mother's Day barbecue lunch experience. Kojo, does it sound right? Mother's Day barbecue lunch experience.
Oh, yes.
It's an experience, comes to you live from the cozy Aquaba restaurant on Sunday, the 12th of May, 2024. Relax and enjoy the taste of sumptuous meal by Chef Akwete. You know Chef Akwete?
Oh, yeah.
Super guy by all standards and qualifications. And his team amidst musical entertainment by Jazz and more. You can also purchase our spa gift voucher for your mom and loved ones this season. For inquiries and reservations, kindly call 0302 772 501 or 0540 109 995. It's Mother's Day special at Labadi Beach Hotel, your CIMG hospitality facility of the year.
That's right. Facility 1. All right, people. This is where it all comes to a head. We've had a fantastic time on the show with you. We're back tomorrow with more. Make sure you don't miss it. Until then, though, stay safe. Keep listening to Joy. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
My name is Winston Amwa.
Have a good one.